she's got some stuff to do at work. She's gonna fire her assistant on Monday.
Why?
Her assistant is
not based enough.
An idiot.
He's cringe.
She's like
cringe.
38 and has no sense of like time management at all.
Yeah, that is cringe.
I mean, when you're that old, you know, your mind starts to go.
Your parents are older than that, Brad.
I know.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
No,
my parents are based. I don't know what you mean.
My mom says that she can do like almost all of her morning things that she did before getting an assistant, and her assistant will just not do any of them in the morning. So my mom is pretty much just doing it while they're paying someone to like stand around and help. Like they took some of the residents to Walmart because some of the residents can't drive, and she told her assistant to just wait by the front doors, and her assistant was like, "Okay, I'll be up here by the front registers to like help the ladies out when they get here." I mean, one of them's 104. She isn't super fast. So my mom is like helping all the ladies get all their stuff, and then she gets up to the front, and there's just this huge group of old ladies like who are like all like slowly checking out, and they've got like the entire like section of checkout things.
That's literally me.
And she was looking around. Her assistant was nowhere. Her assistant went outside and got on the bus and was sitting on the bus on her phone.
That's irresponsible.
As a 38-year-old.
And unacceptable.
No, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
Okay. Any last little stupid comments that you want to make?
No, I don't think so.
Perfect. I believe last time we were on a ship towards Morgall. Some people got into a scuffle about a thing, and it was resolved in a way, and here we are now. So, you are all four still on the ship. Morgall, something appears visible in the distance, and the whole area is the whole ship is sort of permeated by a sense of tension, both awkward and dramatic.
You see something in the distance? Is it a recap?
Take a look, Brad. What do you guys want to do?
Alright, party leader, what do you see?
Where did we start in the last session? We were on the ship.
Oh, she's doing it.
She's just going for the recap.
Oh, I thought that was what was implied.
Oh, no. I was offering you as a joke, but
No.
you're doing it now, it's too late.
Great. We were on the ship. Did we meet the people at the beginning of last session too? Like the group?
Probably. Or at some point.
I know they're gone. The current, what do they call it? The timekeepers?
Yeah, we met them at the end of the session before, and we started the next session with the encounter.
Yeah, was combat the start of?
I believe it was. Yeah.
Oh, didn't they call themselves like the Clock Stoppers?
That was Artemis's name.
Yeah.
The rest of them are the heroes of Andura.
So they were like, "Hey, we're gonna mutiny."
Yeah, and
we tried to avoid it.
They asked for my help.
It didn't work out. We did not help them.
You and I steal items.
We argued about the
box
for a long time.
Way too long.
Yeah. Well, first there was a rations box that I stole. I'm like, oh, what's this? And then I gave it back. And then.
So do you still have yours?
Yes, I still have my box.
We messed them up in that combat though, with like the 4 different hold persons that we cast.
That's because Ellie didn't have any cover. And also because.
Is it mini?
Hey, what's up?
What do you need?
He's getting
I know. You see the look of confusion on his face? He was like,
Same.
and then turned around and walked away.
Can't believe you guys.
He's
friends.
like, I am so big.
He's also kind of an asshole.
Oh, he's a little kid. I'm proud of it. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Where were we?
Box.
Where were we?
The box.
The box, but we spent so long on the box. Like
You're boxed out.
We just spent so much damn time on the box.
Yeah. I had to kind of force a resolution to it, which I was not pleased by, but it was not going to end anytime soon, and it was time to move forward, so that's where we are now.
So they have the box, and nothing's really changed, right?
All we have is information about it.
Not true. You have information about it.
But we also don't. We still.
Well, I
don't
just
know-
mean like where the box is has not changed.
We still
It's
don't
gone
know
back.
how to open my box.
We don't. We can figure it out. We just gotta get a good intelligence check, right?
Yeah, get a really good intelligence check, and also not be monitored by the Gormak and the people that are now permanently monitoring us.
As long as you're on the ship.
Okay, teleport to the bottom of the ocean and solve it.
I guess that brings us up to the present moment.
Supposedly.
Yes. Something is looming off in the distance. A point on a horizon, growing larger by the moment.
Is it a recap?
No, we just did that, Brad.
It's a pre-cap.
It's a pre-cap. It's
Recap
the
part
session.
It's a decap, as in I'm going to decapitate you if you ask any more questions. So, yeah, the tension on the boat is thick. Something appears on the horizon. What do you want to do? You can just wait if you want, but if anybody wants to do anything, yes.
Oh no, I'm just cracking
Oh.
my hands.
I felt like the teacher, and then you hit me with the I'm just stretching. I'm like, oh.
I mean,
Yes, Brad.
Oh, I'm just stretching.
we do still all have water walk and water breathing from when we ritual cast that.
Well, one of those only lasts for an hour.
Water breathing's only an hour.
No, water walk.
I thought that was 8 hours.
I believe water walk is an hour and water breathing is 8.
I think
Oh.
water breathing is like 24.
Water walk is 1 hour.
Shit.
I could ritual cast it again then.
Yeah, we both can ritual cast it. We're fine.
In the open.
Let me rub your feet.
Yeah, and water breathing is 24 hours. We're good.
Let me rub some spit on your shoes and allow you to walk on water.
Got the flint, lockwood, ass spray on shoes.
With water breathing, could we take a rest underwater?
Yeah. Sure. Doesn't see why not. You have to time it very well.
So we could
Well,
teleport to the
no,
bottom of the ocean.
that's 24 hours.
I thought it was 8.
I'm just gonna patiently wait and watch for right now, unless something chaotic happens.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything?
I guys, I just got a really good idea.
You can go try to steal it again.
I stole the box again.
Fuck you. Okay. Well,
We sail.
as you get closer and closer, you begin to see Morgall in its proper shape. You have heard tales of Morgall as a sort of lone, isolated, forbidden land, but to see it now, instead of just spoken in breath and now written in physical form, is something else. It is larger than you thought, and yet still small and isolated. It's sort of covered in a lenticular sort of ring of fog, and there are these high rising walls of just dark, scorched black stone, every so often peppered with little bits of white shooting through, almost like bones sticking out of flesh. There is one area where the ship is sort of headed towards, where it sort of forms what looks like a very unnatural low area that slopes down and then back up and then down a little. And as you get closer, you can make out that it's fenced by several sunken ships. And as you get even closer, you can see that many of these ships look scorched, burnt. There's layers of ash just sort of sitting in the still water around the area, and most of the boats have been blackened and sunken. Curious.
Teacher, can I ask a question? I know you said no more questions earlier, but I do have a question.
What's up?
When you say black walls, do you mean like man-made walls or like
Like cliffs.
what?
Like
Oh,
cliffs.
okay.
Yeah. As you get closer, you can feel the air sort of grow uncomfortably warm and humid. The ship takes a slow pace from this point, and those of you near the edge see that whoever is steering is taking very, very great care not to.
Crash.
When you take a boat and you hit things and then you ground yourself, whatever that's called.
Beaching.
Yeah, taking care not to beach on what looks like several spiky stones in the water. And as the fog sort of parts, the ship makes sort of a wave stop, water sprays up, uncomfortably warm as well. And you find yourselves moored on the island.
Moored on Morgall.
Yes. Some Gormachina cultists, or soldiers, whatever, emerge and take out a gangplank and put it down on the ground. And Animus approaches it and then turns to face you all. Given that our present circumstance has been awkward and full of conflict, I'm really not in character right now. Give me like 30 seconds to break into the character. Given that our certain situation is full of conflict and disagreement, I did want to offer a small offering. We are going to make a journey out into the wastelands, the Rotlands, and if you want to accompany us, you may. But given your behavior in the past couple of hours, I would not be sorrowful to see your party. If you wish to seek shelter, there is a ruined village near here. One of our navigators can point you in the right direction. If you do wish to accompany us, simply follow us, and then we will talk to you from there. And he then gives commands to the skeleton crew he's leaving behind on the ship, and the rest of the soldiers move out.
I said we follow, and I would like to go use the restroom.
I don't think Animus needs to know that you need to use that.
You know where it is?
No, I don't find it.
It's
Immediate-
turn right.
Yeah.
It's the right in front of you.
Is that thing a fireball in your fridge?
Yes. There's a handle of fireball in the fridge. We have a family friend who we helped move into our apartment. She bought it for me and my uncle.
Nice. Well, I guess you can begin discussing the group's next move while Brad is in the bathroom.
What's the next expert move?
What do you think, Bimbus?
Why do I have to be the leader? I guess I am the only OG. What Toby?
He's very vocal. Like 3 o'clock at night last night, I was
Yeah, Siamese are pretty vocal.
Not- asleep, and all I hear is meow, and then on my door.
So what you been doing lately?
A whole lot of nothing.
Gaming.
Yeah.
I thought you said Cayman.
Yes, I've
Raymond.
become a Cayman.
He's not gonna do it.
A lot of
Freak little devil.
Fallout 4. A decent amount of War Thunder. I've started reading through the book that I brought with me.
What book did you bring?
It's the Powder Mage book. I cannot remember. It's the Powder Mage trilogy. I can't remember what the title of it is now.
Promise of Blood?
Yes. Thank you, Ian.
Me when I look things up. Yeah.
It's a good book, though, so far.
How's the knee?
Good. I got up to 87 degrees at PT on Friday,
Nice.
which is good. He said that I'm ahead of the curve for people with this type of surgery, so.
So keep it up.
And then, yeah, we'll keep doing the blood restriction therapy for probably the next 2 weeks, and then I'll go home.
I imagine that's what you call it when like vampires go to rehab.
Is there much pain left, or
No,
mostly just like?
Where's
I mean in
It's
certain
like-
there, it's definitely
Tommy.
He'll try to bite you.
there's definitely
He's not. He's so polite.
He
There's-
bites Tommy, he bites you.
there's definitely a degree of soreness.
Maybe just need to. But it's getting better.
Yeah, it don't hurt
Well,
too bad.
Toby's
Sorry.
like, Toby's
Everything's
consents
back.
that you're allergic to him.
Gonna go see
I
Blue.
wish Jaden's cats sensed I was allergic to them because they're always trying to fucking
Is it like
kill
a
me in
live
my
thing?
sleep.
Yeah. Bluey live. Yeah,
Dude,
they
the
got
amount of
tickets
times I've
for all
woken
over
up to
my
one of her
cousin
cats
ago.
just standing on my chest is infuriating. I swear they're
Why
trying
can't
to
you just
kill
close
me.
your door?
Because then they like scream at the door if they can't come in and out.
Cats are really like that. Well, so far we have not planned the next move, so we may recommence planning now.
Yeah.
I say we
I asked
follow.
Nimbus what we should do, and she's whined about and having to make a choice.
I wouldn't say whining, more like opining, maybe pining,
Pining, yeah.
commiserating, expressing.
I mean, what are we supposed to do? I guess we're not.
Well, we
We gotta go find 25.
We made
oh
it-
wait, should we check on what he's doing right now?
You may.
Probably don't want to do that though in front of where I'm like,
yeah, probably not in front of them. I will say I think we should try as hard as we can to find 25 now, considering that we've kind of abandoned the secondary objective here,
What was the secondary one?
like just hurting Gore Machina
Fair.
overall.
I think that going with the group is going to lead us directly to 25.
I would assume, yes. I'm sure they've got like
I still don't think it's worth checking to see where he is.
Yeah. I don't know if we have time to do so though.
I mean, it'll take what 10 minutes.
we can
And
always catch up.
they-
Also, I love the earrings.
Mhm.
Those are fantastic.
Guillotines?
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah, it'll take them a while to unload all the cargo.
Fair.
Right? We have time.
If we have the time, I say we go for it.
So you remove yourselves from the ship down the gangplank and find somewhere sheltered to scry, I assume?
Sure.
Correct.
Alright.
We hide in the piss bush.
Let me...
We are all going to use the bathroom collectively. Do not come and look at what we're doing. That would be weird.
Yeah,
The
we're all-
DC
we're
is
all-
like 24 or something that he has to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, it's 27, and
It's 27. That's right.
Kenji almost beat it, but no one else is able to beat it.
I rolled an 11. I have no other. I think I have a +2.
What is 25 doing right now? Let's let the dice decide.
I love your mittens.
Natural 20! Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, it's wisdom, right? So that was a total of 13.
You are shown a live video feed.
25 absolutely massacring a village of children.
Not a word.
Going full Star Wars on him.
Okay.
Wait, did you just say not on Morgall?
There are kids in Morgall.
That's the only reason.
He totally would otherwise.
Yeah.
You... I don't want to say this.
I saw that happen.
Genocide.
You are shown first a very zoomed out image of what looks like a giant grasshopper-like stone creature of which there are many holes carved in, and you can see many ant-like figures moving around on its back. And as it sort of zooms in, you are given more and more information about what these creatures are. You see that most of them are gargoyles. It sort of zooms in towards the hindquarters of the grasshopper-like giant creature, and you see several Gore Machina members populating a sort of hive-like area near the back. And further zoomed in through a window in one of those hive-like sections, you see 25 in his new ceremonial armor with a fleet of Gore Machina soldiers behind him, sort of, some of which seem to be limping, walking into this hive-like room where you can see a figure behind a desk whom is sitting and standing. It looks like Animus, but the helmet has 2 slashes in an X formation, and then they appear to converse. That's what you see.
Does the 25 look visibly damaged?
A little bit.
But otherwise, they're in this giant stone grasshopper thing.
Sort of. Grasshopper is the most adjacent thing I could call it. It's sort of a smooth, not smooth, sort of an elongated, sort of almond shape with the pointy end towards the tail, 2 large hind legs that bend and bow upwards like grasshoppers do, and then a series of 7 legs in the front, which are much shorter and segmented to walk in the way that animals.
If you can look up robot dog from Black Mirror, that's what I'm imagining right now.
And does it look like it? Does it look like the structure is
Good choice of pie.
man-made or
Yeah,
natural?
a little bit, yeah.
Does it? Or I guess I have 2 questions. Does this grasshopper look like man-made or natural, or does it I guess do we see any other context clues as to its current location, or do we just see the grasshopper?
You are not given context clues to the location aside that it's just crossing an area of scorched black rock, which is what all of Morgall is made out of. It is difficult to say whether or not it looks organic or man-made. God damn it. Excuse me, Tokens. Because some of it looks very curved and ragged and organic, and some of it looks carved and straight edged.
Okay. Ba-da-da-dum.
Yes, that is what you are shown. I'm just going to play this music and mute the background so that it's not happening.
Alright. I assume Gore Machina will converge upon themselves, so we could just go with them for the time being.
Kind of thinking the same thing.
I agree.
Do we care about our cover story anymore, or like we're here as researchers, or out of interest, or what was our cover story? We're here.
I'm just an explorer and a
We're
researcher.
hired.
And
With
we're
the
hired.
hands.
Correct.
I mean, I think we still just keep that story. I mean, the more I'm allowed to see, the more I'm allowed to see.
Mm-hmm. And I guess, do we have any plans to put up a front as we're moving along with them? Are you going to be studying, or can you?
Are we
I
gonna
mean,
ask
I'm-
them too?
I
I
assume
plan to
Carter
actually
is
study.
actually going to be using it. Like, yeah, it's a cover, but he's actually using this as an opportunity to fill
research
out.
a little bit about Morgall. Yeah. It's less of a
Did Gore
cover.
Machina invite us to go with them though, or are we just gonna be like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said
Yeah.
we could follow them.
okay?
He didn't seem very pleased.
Animus is like, I guess you can follow us.
Well,
but
he shouldn't have offered them.
He did offer.
He basically said, follow us if you want, I don't really care.
Cool. Let's start the following.
He was very sour about it, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're also totally convinced that I am not.
By the way,
real
did we
Nimbus.
see?
Or conscious Nimbus, if I guess.
I forgot. I would have made a point of this.
Nimbus.
Did I see them could I infer if they went into the captain's cabin and left with a package of some sort at any point?
Blue-pilled Nimbus.
Once he got it back, he would have left it on his person.
Okay.
Blue-pilled Nimbus.
I
The
didn't.
true news. Okay, so you all follow. Do you follow them like such at a distance that you can see them but are not associated with them, or do you follow them close?
I mean, who's gonna see us and be like, damn, these bitches associated with Gore Machina?
Yeah, there's no one
I'm
here.
asking if you're making it clear to them that you're following them.
I mean, yeah, I don't see
Yeah, they said we could.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say probably the
I will
closer
say,
the better.
just to Animus, it probably seems. I guess every step closer we take towards 25 is just going to make it more suspicious of exactly what our goal is.
Could be, but for the time being, I think we just stay like right with the group because we have no idea what's here and what dangers are around, and we just know there's a lot. So it's strength in numbers. Even if they're wouldn't be directly defending us, having other meat shields and other targets would be ideal.
Okay.
That's my vote.
I agree.
So we march.
All right, you begin to follow the Gore Machina group. So the area that you have moored yourselves in is almost like fingers on a hand, like in the way that it like slopes a little bit down and then a little bit up and then a little bit down again. So you have moored around here and you're walking up this sort of hill now, and then you're walking back down. And as you follow them, like this, the ground begins to gently slope upwards again, and you see before you sort of this large, almost like a pore, almost like a pit in the ground where a lot of buildings are sitting, which I'll talk to you a little bit more in a second. But in the way that the buildings are, it's almost like it has sunken in a little, and then the earth around it has begun to rise up and over with finger-like projections and jagged rock. These buildings look old and dilapidated, made of wood. Most of them look like they've been burnt down. And the whole sort of sunken-in area is pervaded by this sort of foggy, purple, dense mist. The Gormakina group sort of settles down on a high ledge overlooking this old sort of city area, and they begin to like unpack and set camp and start doling out equipment. What do you do?
What time of day is it?
Let's see. I completely forgot when you guys left.
Like 8 a.m., 9 a.m.?
I would say it's probably nearing 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
We just chill, wait for them to make camp? Because, I mean, they know about the 3-day cycle, so they're obviously not on a, we're just going to sit and stall for 2 days.
Yeah.
Aren't we on day 2 right now, though? Yeah, how long did it take us to get here?
I don't remember.
We're on day 1.
Oh, okay. I thought we had spent the night on a boat, but yes.
No,
You
we.
might have. I don't remember.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we woke up, got on the boat, and went.
There's been too many boat trips.
Bring back the cabbage boat.
I think this is day 1.
We're saying that it's near the end of day 1. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying.
Alright.
Cool.
It's near dusk of day 1. Do you all sort of sit down and wait, or do you begin to wander around and explore?
I'm not going far, but I would like to start studying. Just kind of learn what I can about what is here.
Do you ask or do you look?
I'm just going to start looking.
So you kind of approach the edge of the area, the little ledge overlook, and you can see the ruined area, the village proper.
Look first, ask second.
Oh, perception check.
I can do that.
I like the spooky yuki music.
Oh yeah.
26.
26. All right.
Should have been 25.
So close.
Here are a few things. A lot of the burnt down buildings, what remains of the equipment around them looks like it was nautical gear. Like lots of crates, some anchors, lots of rope, the kind of things that would be used in boats to transport, and then a lot of construction materials as well. Whatever it looks like might have been like a new settlement. You think you can make out some stone buildings in the distance that are not in ruins, but it's difficult to say from here. What you do note is that you do see shapes, silhouettes, very few of them, but you do see some wandering the dark purple mist. The whole thing feels kind of like a graveyard.
Would Carter know that there was an attempt to set up a port here?
Real history.
That was a 16.
You would know that there was an attempt to make a port in Morgall by the name of New Hominsted that failed.
Yeah.
You don't know why it failed?
Well, I do know there was an attempt and then it
Yes,
failed.
good.
Okay. Cool.
It's like that town that disappeared.
And then
It looks like it was burned down.
Are the Gormakina campers? Are they setting up any fires or anything?
No.
it's very warm here though, right?
It is oppressively humid.
Mm-hmm.
They mostly look like they're passing out gear and preparing equipment. Some of them are like drinking water. There's no fire set up, and a lot of them are building shelters. No fire. Yeah.
I guess we should start building our own shelter, right?
They're building
Oh.
shelter?
Like
We make an
tents.
igloo.
Okay.
Or like, yeah, tents basically.
I'm gonna go over and
Does
talk
anyone
to
here have camping
Animus.
gear?
Alright, we'll see what everybody else is doing.
Okay.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Does anyone here have camping gear?
What do we usually do?
Sleep out in the open?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we,
mean, I have
we usually
bedrolls.
we usually just have sleeping bags, but
Yeah.
I don't know if we need specifically shelter.
In the spooky forest.
Yeah. With how much implication of wooden things, lighting, I'm assuming either at peak, probably during peak of the day, or other creatures that just ignite things. I'm
Sure.
unsure exactly how safe it is to just kind of be out in the open. What if we just kind of went and slept in the middle of like their formation of tents?
That's not a bad idea, actually.
We in the
I was
middle.
trying to see. I don't have Liam's tiny hut. I was hoping I did.
Igloo?
Igloo.
Glue. We just take cubes of ice from the ocean.
How far away are we from the ocean?
About a 10, 20-minute walk.
Okay.
1 cube at a time.
I think the cube would melt before you could even make it here.
Nah, I would just refreeze it in my hands.
There's a lot of water in the air. It's very humid.
I just shape water. with
Can you
what's
can you
around
can you
me.
shape the humid water?
I'm
into
literally
ice cubes?
water bending.
Water bending the air.
Literally water.
I'm what are we? A water bender.
So
Yeah. Can you just make an igloo?
Yeah, can I just make an igloo?
Yeah, you can. Carter, looks like your party's marching back towards the shoreline. Do you wish to go with them? Or?
No.
I thought you said there was water in the air.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah, you can draw some from the air.
I don't have a tent. Fuck.
I'm just out here
Where are you
condensing
putting
water.
the igloo?
Probably in the middle still. Just like,
It's
inside all
gonna
the
melt the
tents.
moment you're not casting something on it.
nah, we'll be fine.
As you roll spellcasting check first.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, we just set up an ice storm.
That
You
is
set up an ice storm.
16.
You begin making a very sizable igloo, very
Comfy.
humble in craft, but cozy in appearance and shelteriness. But as you get about halfway through, you see some Gore Machina soldiers approach you. One of them says, what do you think you're doing?
I'm making shelter.
If you wish to set up camp, we request that you set up your camp outside of our circle.
Well, fine. I'll take my cubes and go.
He continues, no hard feelings, but you redbloods can be smelled a mile away. We're not trying to draw in any shatterwings, so. You're free to set up camp in the ruins or closer to the edge of the ledge.
Well,
Fine.
Maybe taking a building wouldn't be the worst idea.
well, hold on. Well, I'm gonna rebuttal here. Well, Animus gave us explicit permission to travel with you,
He did not. He said that you could follow us.
and
you
following we
desire.
are.
Following does not preclude you sitting in the middle of our camp.
Fine. We'll just move ever so slightly. We'll be just an adjacent campsite.
Roll persuasion and disadvantage.
Zeke has 0 riz.
Persuasion is a 14.
You can be close, just on the outside of the circle.
Alright, we're taking our cubes and resetting up camp. Yeah, it's like in Minecraft.
Yeah.
You just the igloo over to the side. It does look a little melty, smilty, but you blast it with like the hose, like you do with a real igloo, throw another freeze spell, and it all kind of sheens over into one continuous ice chunk that you think might be a little drippy during the night, but it should hold.
If it's drippy, then it will cool off.
We got
It's
that
fine.
drip.
Alright.
I was about to say, 25 would be fine, but we don't have 25 with curry.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to do anything? I'll get to you in a second.
Alright. So we agree, when these so-called Shatterlings attack us in the middle of the night, our escape route just happens to go through their camp, right?
Yes.
Obviously.
Alright. You wanted to talk to Animus?
Yeah.
You approach him and he's like standing with his arms on his
Death
back,
spells that I
gazing
can do?
across the ruins.
I'm gonna go and like just like hands in pockets, just like walk up and just stand next to him.
He gives you like kind of like a cold look over his shoulder and he says very curtly, "Professor?"
Animus.
Did
What am
you-
I looking at here?
You are looking at the ruins of New Hominsted. A failed attempt to settle a port here in Morgall.
Do you know why it failed?
Some say it was sabotage. Some say that the land refuses to be civilized.
You see the shapes too?
Yes, Shatterlings.
Shatterlands. What are they?
How familiar are you with gargoyle ecology, Professor?
Let me roll a history check and get back to you, sir.
Do you need dice?
Nah, I got it. I'm gonna go with the 9.
What do you say?
Minimally so.
The gargoyles are not tied to shapes in the same way that we Minish are. They can take any shape they desire, and more often than not, they are misshapen in our ideas on purpose. Many of them come out broken or shattered. Many of them, how do I say this? Gargoyles don't die necessarily. They sleep. They stop moving. They dream. The gargoyles have a name for it in their tongue. It translates roughly to dreaming or sleepwalking. Not being totally awake and not being entirely dead either. Shadowlings fall into that category. Long, ancient gargoyles, broken and misshapen, wandering purposelessly. Well, unless you, and he gives kind of like a curt nod towards you, are full of warm, alive red blood. Then they'll seek you out. Or unless you have lots of water. That's the other alternative.
Not that surprising. Dangerous, I assume.
In large numbers, they're quite slow. They are broken, after all.
Do we have an objective that you're headed towards?
We have an objective.
Fair
As
enough.
for your party, I cannot say. For I'm beginning to suspect you have not told me the full truth in your purpose here.
Personally, I just want the extra bodies while we're just kind of researching. Plus, I assume you guys are going to get a look at something cool.
You don't need to try and convince me, Carter. I'm not falling for your shtick.
Fair.
Just stay out of our way and don't cause any trouble.
We won't. I won't. Let me specify that.
We're going to leave in the morning. You may accompany us if you wish. Although if you're truly here to explore, we're not going anywhere tonight. So,
Noted.
you might find some interesting things in those ruins. Quite a bit of history lies forgotten down there. But be warned, we are leaving at first light. And if you wish to accompany us, you shall visit the quartermaster before you leave. He has something to do. Or that he leaves.
I'll start making my way to the quartermaster.
Immediately?
Yeah.
There's like a guy in front of a large tent with lots of crates, and he appears to be handing gear to everybody.
I was supposed to come talk to you.
Yes, he's kind of like old and crinkled for a Gormacula. You think one of his legs is on backwards, it's hard to tell.
What?
Yes, how many is your party?
4.
4 flare guns for the strangers! And another little Gormacula hobbling out of the tent with 4 flare guns on a platter.
Thank you.
Do you know what to do with those, Sonny?
You pull the trigger. Are there separate color cassettes?
Yes. Well, hold on.
He assumes you know now.
Give him the flares, not just the flare guns. Another separate Morgall, hobbles out with a little basket full of green and red flares.
Perfect.
When we venture out in the morning, we're going to spread out. But 1 person per half mile. You're expected to do the same. If you see anything dangerous, light the green flare. We will continue the flare chain until it reaches the command center. If you are immediately in combat or in need of help, shoot the red flare.
Noted.
If you see green flares returning, walk in that direction. It's quite simple.
Got it. I will do my best to explain that to these three.
If any of you have seen Attack on Titan,
Yes, thank
it's the
you.
Same fucking.
And they travel in sets of 2s, not 1s.
You will be traveling in sets of 1.
Okay. I'm very character. I'm just like, so in the show that this is referencing, they travel in sets of 2 and they're also on horseback. Do you provide horseback?
I actually fucked up the explanation. If you see any threat, shoot a red flare. If you see a green flare, head in that direction. And then the quartermaster also says, if you see the thing that we're looking for, shoot the green flare as well. Twice. You'll know what it is. That's all he says.
Okay. Y'all have been explained.
So we shoot the green flare once when I'm confused. So when you see anything dangerous, we shoot the red flare.
Yes.
When we find what we're looking for, we shoot the green flare twice. Do we shoot the green flare once at all?
You just continue the chain if you see a green flare.
Oh, I
shoot one. So your fellow searchers can see the command and continue down the chain.
Half mile per 1 person. There's gonna be some solo combats. There are gonna be some solo combats. I'm here for it.
Alright, so you see that your party has set up an igloo, and I assume you head back and debrief them about the search plan. Do you tell them anything about New Hominsted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you mention anything about Shatterlings?
Yes.
Okay. Well, now with the
I would
information
literally,
that-
everything that I've just learned has been repeated to you guys.
Well, now that we know that we know 2 things. 1, Gormakina isn't moving till first light. 2, we can just sit in the ocean, and then with water breathing, and we'll be entirely fine for Shatterlings. It's about only a 20-minute walk.
You're saying to spend the night just
Oh.
sitting in the ocean, like right on the ledge,
Or just in it.
or in it. Yeah.
Because if we have a copious amounts of water, we're fine.
It's not a bad idea, actually, if we want to, because they're leaving at first light, so I assume that's in, 10 hours from now? 12?
About 12.
12, so we got 4 hours. We could explore a little bit, not go too far, maybe go check out the ruins.
Explore the ruins, go for about 2 hours, go underwater, explore the ruins again in the morning if we see anything really interesting.
Could do that. Yeah, I think it's a good plan.
That also guarantees that we don't miss the moving if we get there
True.
a little early.
True. I think that's a good idea, because that's kind of the safest way. We don't really have to worry about getting
Hey, Sebastian.
ganked in the evening.
I heard you've been doing well at games.
I'm actually Cole's best friend, so. Thank you. Did you acknowledge Gabe's comment? Thank you.
Yes.
We got 4.
That's pretty good.
As
You could have got first.
the brand new school, this is the first time their school has competed because the school just got built and they got 4th.
Yes.
Okay, bye, Caleb.
He even sounds like you.
Just don't say that.
So we're resting first and then exploring. Is that it?
Well,
No.
we have 12. Hold on, can you confirm? We have around 12 hours, right?
Yes, I said that.
Okay, so we'll spend 2 hours exploring. Then we'll rest for 8 hours. Then we'll wake up and spend another 1 or 2 hours exploring.
Okay.
So we have no shot of missing the party leaving.
Sounds good.
Alright. Down into the ruins.
Do you guys want to explore, or do you guys just want to rest?
Yeah, I'm good with exploring.
How about you, Nimbus?
Yeah, we can explore.
Exploring.
We'll play it very safe, very cautiously. I give each of you guys the flare guns, if I didn't already say that.
Alright, you've all got a flare gun and 5 flares of each color.
That's a lot of flares.
I'm going to immediately shoot
pretty
Emmy
small.
with all 10.
There does not appear
It's
to
like
be
fairy fire.
There's not appear to be any easy way to descend into the sunken pit where the town is. It's all sheer rock wall.
I will find either like an outcropping or like some sort of like just chunk of stone that's like embedded in the rock face and tie a rope off so we have a
Alright,
rope down.
sounds good. Everybody make an athletics check to descend the rope.
Oh no.
Well,
It's very low DC. It's just descending the rope.
7.
Natural 20 for me. And,
What the fuck?
Oh, that's cocked.
I got 17.
And then Fang got a 15.
11.
11.
The druids are not jacked. I actually have a +5 in athletics. I rolled a 2.
That's
I got a +0.
You all managed to descend safely, save for Nimbus, who gets about 2/3 of the way down before the rope lets loose.
Oh, shit.
The anchor comes loose, and you're unable to catch yourself on the wall, and you fall. About
Instant
10
death.
feet.
Bye.
That is 3 breaking damage. You are all.
I just look at my anchor as it's falling down.
Did the rope break or did the anchor break?
Where it was tied off, the rock came loose.
We'll gather my rope.
You're all sort of sitting in the pit of the town now.
Yeah. We can get out fine. We
There-
have Fang.
Is a
Yeah, I'm not that worried.
thickly pervasive dark purple mist, which, as you breathe in, begins to choke at your breath, and is also obscuring your vision quite obscurely.
Obscurely.
Everyone needs to make con saves.
Oh no.
Is this poison?
Nope.
Okay.
Got a 16.
16?
I got a 17. Fang got an 18.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
Con save?
Yes.
Sorry, Fang got a 21. That's yeah. Beside the point.
17.
Nimbus. Don't make that face at me. The fog begins to almost like cloy and choke in your throat. You feel sickly, drained.
Despite being immune to both poison and disease.
Yes.
Rah.
Oh. I would say that you have advantage on the save if you are immune to disease specifically.
I rolled worse. So.
Okay. Never mind. Yep. It begins to like choke and cloy in your throat, and that's all I'm telling you at the moment.
Can I cough? Like.
Yeah. It doesn't help.
Damn.
Do we see the mist like deep throating her?
No. It's just a sensation that she feels.
Bruh.
We just see them. All right. As we're now away from Gormakida, and like as we're exploring the pit, I'm going to take the little puzzle box out. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I'm out of Flash of Geniuses for the day, so I can't.
Oh, because you successfully opened his, not
Yes,
yours.
I can't. I have not opened mine yet.
Right.
you want to guide me real quick?
Got you, buddy.
Do you have any wheels prepared
I think we use.
left, or have you used them all?
Nope, I got one woe, so I can reduce it.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. As we explore, can I just try and open the puzzle box?
While you explore?
Yeah,
Or before?
while. It takes a while to try and open it.
You may. Are you sure you want to do that?
I'm confused on why I would be unsure about it. Maybe I'm being dumb ignoring.
Maybe just wait until we get back to try.
Well, I don't want to do it in the middle of the Gore Machina soldiers.
When we're underwater.
Can I try and open it underwater?
Why not?
I don't know. I was wondering if the mechanical nature of it would make it weird or anything, but if I can try later, I can try later.
Okay.
I'd say see how we go through
Do it in the
this.
igloo.
Alright.
And then go.
Dimly through the fog, you can make out that the town is kind of structured in a T shape, with a straight central street and then a small side street in the middle. You are on the right wing of the T, on the outskirts. There are a lot of burnt buildings around you.
Closest one?
Biggest one.
Biggest one.
The biggest one. Out of all the buildings?
I guess.
That would be in the central arm of the T.
Let's go.
I'm taking notes on everything.
It's hard to see in the fog.
I'm taking
You're
notes
pretty close in person.
on everything I can.
As you all move, Nimbus, you almost feel like sick. Like the way that you do when you have a fever
I should never be sick.
in your. It's whatever. It's like your whole body almost kind of aches and you feel lethargic. You hear something?
I'm not feeling so
It's
great,
the-
guys.
The blinds.
Lines.
Not Tobin's.
Nimbus just said something.
You're not feeling too great?
No.
My tummy hurts.
With a very brief diagnosis, would a lesser restoration alleviate this at all?
You would have to make a check to figure that out.
Can I make a medicine or nature check?
You may make a medicine check. Which will be a high DC because you've not encountered this before.
Luckily, I still have guidance.
True. Gave you one. I helped.
Sure did. 11.
You know that lesser restoration can be used to heal many conditions. You are not sure of the source of the sickness, though. So, it's hard to say. That's the two prime informations I can give you with an 11.
Okay.
You don't know why she's sick, so you don't know if it's wise to apply it now. But you know that lesser restoration can cure just about any low-level condition.
We haven't rested in a while, so I'm not doing great on spell slots, but... Do you feel it's... How bad do you feel?
Achy, feverish. I don't think I'm gonna be super useful if we end up running into anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Hard to concentrate on the spell.
If
You
it,
can't focus.
if it hinders your concentration, I will attempt...
Your mind feels clear.
Oh, my mind is fine. It's just
Just
my
your
body.
body feels sick. Let me clarify.
I mean, better be safe than sorry, I guess. I'll cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay. He casts Lesser Restoration. You feel this sort of lethargic malaise leave your body. You feel clean.
Thank you. That worked, Zeke.
Alright. Perfect.
Do we continue continue to the largest building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just giving all the. We'll hit all the
large,
small
like,
buildings.
Are we walking? Are we sneaking?
Sneaky.
Establish a marching order.
Can we be stealthy, please? For the love of God, can
Yeah,
we be
we
stealthy?
can attempt to be stealthy.
Okay.
Establish a marching order.
Emmy, lead the way. I'll go second.
No, I go second.
You
I
go
got
second.
16
I go
myself.
third.
No, Fang goes second.
Establish a marching order.
I am up front.
I am like middle back.
You should also create your echo, so you don't have to do it in combat
Yeah.
later.
There's the Echo. There's Fang.
My echo will be in the back.
Okay.
It's an alternate timeline
Bing.
where Emmy was in the back instead of the front.
Bong. Bing. Bong. Bong.
Okay, this way.
Is everyone
12.
fine with that?
Yeah. Works for me.
You all begin to walk. Actually, finish the group stealth check.
Group stealth check.
12.
Well,
11,
Rolls are, oh shit.
Okay.
6.
6.
I should wait. I could do a
I got 16.
Yes.
whatever it's
Okay.
called.
Pass that trace.
Yeah, that one.
You good enough?
How bad was everyone else's rules?
Very.
Bad.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Based.
Let me check past that trace because I want to confirm something.
It's go.
She will. We'll have to circle up rather than line.
I'm
so-
going to specify. So the spell does not say this in the description, but I think that it would imply this. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage, but it says a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you. I'm going to say that a creature that doesn't leave behind tracks or passage also cannot be smelled.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to let Nimbus know that this spell,
Clouds are smell.
yes, suppresses your smell.
We have to form up like this, I believe, to all benefit from past that trace. 'Cause
That's
the
30 feet.
Oh, it's 30 feet?
Yep.
Oh, okay, never
I
mind.
still think it's better if we don't walk in a straight line.
Well, no, but I need to know what your marching order looks like.
Right.
So if you're like in that order front to back, obviously you're not on like a straight line, but that's just the order that you guys
Right.
are walking in.
I mean, that's what I just set up instead, but if that still works.
Okay, just manipulate the thing so that you're in the real space order that you'd be in, so there's no confusion. As you are walking down the street, it looks like they were in the middle of paving it. There's lots of wooden bits of lumber that have been used to like path, like rail ties almost, but there's some cobbled portions. Emmy, as you take a step off one of the cobbled portions, your foot lands in something wet and sticky.
Is it another Emmy?
What the hell am I touching?
It's hard to see.
Can I lean down and like poke it with my sword?
You don't see your foot.
Oh, my foot is like engulfed in it.
It looks like a thick, viscous pool of like a dark colored syrup. Almost like purple in coloration.
Oh my god, it's Icar.
Drink it.
No!
Make a con save.
Oh no.
Doink it.
That is a 10.
Drink the
Take
devil's blood.
3 poison damage.
How dare you?
I assume you promptly pull your foot out of the pool.
Correct.
It sort of makes like a wet, sucking, sloshy.
Like when you take your foot out of mud.
Yeah, like.
And I
And
lose
it
my
almost like
shoe.
tugs at your shoe. Yeah, when you pull it out, like you have to like angle your foot such that you can catch the weight of the shoe.
Man.
Not the new J's.
It's like detasseling all over again.
Crease this motherfucker's jazz.
No, don't do it.
As you sort of look around, Emmy, now that you've sort of been awakened to the presence of these, you see them everywhere.
Aw, man.
Puddles of ichor everywhere.
So it is Icar. I knew. I'm so smart.
Do the rest of us see these?
No.
Hey guys, there's pools of Icar everywhere. Do not step in them.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There don't appear to be many on the path. Most of them are off of it.
You must be careful.
I will make sure not to put my feet in those.
You have reached the central intersection of the T.
Have we spotted any shatterlings?
You have not.
No.
But now you're in a wide open space. It looks like this had been set up as a sort of temporary town square. There's a lot of wide, it's all paved cobblestone here. There's a lot of wide open space. Like I said, it's difficult to see. You can make out the top of the building because it rises above the mist, but anything beneath that is quite difficult to spot.
Well, we chose the biggest building to start, so we keep going.
Do you want to look around, or do you just keep beelining towards the tallest building?
I like to look around.
Roll perception.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Roll a good perception check.
Take some notes.
Group witnessing. 20.
17.
Zeke rolled a natural 1. Fang got an 18.
22.
Zeke goes blind.
Too much fog!
What'd you get?
22.
Okay. What'd you get, Emmy?
17.
Okay. Nimbus, you are always poised and ready to look for signs of
To see.
danger. You can hear, like, dragging sounds, almost like a wheel on the stone, like
But it's
grinding.
not turning, it's being dragged.
Yeah, like a dragging sound somewhere within the town square. You can't really pin your finger on it, but there's something stone on stone being dragged around you.
Sorry guys, I was dragging my feet.
Carter, some of those freaky stone buildings that are not like burnt down lie down in the opposite arm of the T from where you guys started. The tall building that you're going towards looks to be in less damaged than the rest, partially because the base foundation was cobbled stone, and you can see that it looks like a rather important building. There was a clock at the central tower, and some of the windows look like they were made of stained glass.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm gonna reiterate that to the group. Do we think we should do check out the town square, or not the town square, whoever, the big one first, or we could also check out the stone buildings too?
I think the stone buildings, the stone buildings looked more unlike the rest of the burned down buildings, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Something. It doesn't look like they're made of cobbled stone. It's hard to tell
Yeah.
from here.
If I had to make a guess, I would say that they're creatures or shatterlings. Do you have any idea of the size or nature or scale of these shatterlings?
And we did see some sort of giant stone grasshopper-looking thing in that vision.
Yeah. If the things are of that size,
That's true. Yeah. No, we should avoid those.
especially if this grasshopper is a form of a shatterling, they can take whatever form.
They look like buildings. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Mimics look like anything. How about the big building? The moon is a mimic. You ever stare at the moon
Well,
and feel
didn't
like
we
it looks
see-
back?
A city on it or something?
You did.
Oh fuck! I forgot all about
Oh,
that.
there's a reflection of the moon in the water that had the city on it. The actual
Yeah.
moon, you saw nothing.
I forgot all about that.
Don't worry, that's not relevant right now.
Right now, that was trippy shit. Right.
Big building.
The moon is
Big building.
uninhabited.
Uninhabited.
Big building. Because the big building only has a stone foundation, right?
And then a wooden,
Yeah.
like, upper floors.
As you approach the central arm of the T, that dragging sound gets louder.
I do have one other quick question. Do the stone buildings look like they were carved from the same, look like the same type of stone as the cliffs and whatnot?
You can't tell from here.
Okay. I don't know if their coloration is similar or not, but if it's too
Yeah.
hard to tell.
Does the cobblestone that these buildings are made of look like it was brought in from off-site, or does
Most of it looks like it was off-site.
Okay.
It looks like they ran out at some point through it and started substituting little chunks of dark, scorched stone.
Okay. Big building.
Big building. Who cares about this scraping sound?
Dragon sound's getting louder, Nimbus.
Closer?
Closer.
And I can't tell where it's from still.
Now you can. It's from your left as you approach the center.
Can I hear it?
It's hard to discern from just ambient noise unless you're really paying attention. So Nimbus is so far the.
I didn't know what she drew or what she rolled. So
I rolled 20 and you rolled 22 though. So like.
Yeah, but you were focused on different things.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, well I want to like. I guess I can't look, can I?
Why not?
Well, is there like a hallway there or something?
Like
Or
an
is it open?
alley?
Yeah.
Do you look?
Yeah, I guess so. If I hear the sound coming from my left, I'll look to my left.
Roll perception.
That is a 21.
21.
You see what looks like someone had taken like a boulder, dented it in the middle with a large hammer, and then attached 3 arms and a leg to it. Just like slowly crawling in your direction. And as it gets even closer, you can make out what looks like, you know, like I don't know if you guys have ever played like Mario Party, but there's a mini game where you get to rearrange the facial features of the characters, and they always look fucked up. It looks like that. It looks like someone had taken a face, like pulled and yanked on the pieces, and distorted it and moved it around.
And where is their face?
In the middle of their stomach, facing the ground.
Oh, there's an abomination crawling towards me.
Yes, just casually.
Does it look... Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, do you see that?
Now you do, because she's pointed it out.
Does it look intentional?
Intentional how?
Like, directed towards us?
It is moving in your direction.
Well, if we keep walking towards the big building, is it
Will it turn? Yeah, I guess we walk past
Yeah.
it.
Do you walk past it?
Yeah.
Double jump lucky ass bastards.
Well, if they're reliant on scent and very low visibility, if past that trace covers our scent.
It rolled a 16 on perception, and the lowest of you rolled like a 7 on stealth plus 10.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
it does not appear to be following you.
Nice work, guys. To the big building.
Off we go.
To the biggin.
It's a big building.
You reach these big wooden doors with large gilded knockers on the front, and an inscription above the arch reads, New Hominsted Town Hall.
I'm going to... Are there windows on the main floor?
Yes,
I will...
there are stained glass windows.
I'm going to peer in through one of the windows to look inside.
It is too dark.
I'm going to open the door. Fuck it, we've all.
Okay.
was trying to be smart tonight. I've changed my mind.
We spent too long on a boat to be smart.
The interior of the building looks like it has been singed at some point, but it looks like most of it has survived.
Is it like hella dark in here?
Yeah, it's pretty dark because there's no moonlight in here, which you had been relying on up to this point to see because it is night.
I could provide
Well,
some
it's like
light.
5.
Well, it's past sunset at this point, and it has been quite some time.
How long has it been?
I'd say about an hour or two. So
Up.
you're around dusk for sure.
So we still got about an hour before we need to consider.
I'll let you know when a full hour has passed
Okay.
because that's important for other reasons.
I'm gonna
How many man?
fucking and ball.
I forgot I removed my light cantrip in order for room for another cantrip. Can someone else provide light?
fucking ball.
Do you close the door behind you first?
Yes.
Alright.
We don't want the things following us.
I don't remember what this order was, but it should look something like
Does
this.
anybody in our group not have dark vision?
Most.
I don't think I have dark
Do
vision.
Boglins have?
I think you two don't, and I guess I'm the only one who does.
No, I do.
Aren't you human?
No,
He's elvish.
I'm elvish.
Wow.
So he's technically, per lore, he's half man, half cat.
Yeah. I'm reskinned
Mostly a man.
to human.
He's like a quarter cat on his grandmother's side.
I've got pointed
It's the
ears.
culture. It's not the blood quantum.
I got pointed ears, and I'm a rather hairier guy. But other than that, I'm gonna cast light on Emmy's something
On her tip.
of your choice. On something of your choice.
Yeah.
Razor blade.
Take the tip
nose,
of the sword.
Fingernails.
Your sword is now glowing.
Alright,
I
so
want this to stay this way.
ahead of you see 2 staircases, opposing parallel on either side of the main room, 2 doors leading to lateral directions, and a staircase down into the basement, which appears to be flooded with ichor.
Basement first, I guess.
Oh joy.
Anyone want to go for a swim?
Do we still have water breathing?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I know if the ichor would be damaging to us?
You know that Emmy stepped in a puddle, and she took some
Damage.
damage.
Okay.
What type of damage did you take?
Poison?
Yes.
You're up.
She can still take the poison damage. She's just not immune to she's immune to the condition.
Oh, I thought it was like the monks where the monks are immune to poison and poison damage.
No.
Upstairs.
You went upstairs?
Yep. If we want to traverse the downstairs, I think we do that afterwards. Where's 25 when you need him? Wait, it's almost like that's why he's here.
Me connecting the dots.
Me being tired of pretending I didn't connect the
You're
dots.
immune to poison.
Poison damage?
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you getting this?
From the level 10 feature of land druids. You're an Arctic Circle land druid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immune to poison and disease.
Yeah.
I would say that's the poison condition.
The way it's supposed to work raw, because the same verbiage for monks as well, is you're immune to poison damage and the poison condition.
Whatever, I'll decide this later. Because, like, I get mechanically, like, immune to poison, but, like, you can't just have a person walking through a poison pool. Like, that's ridiculous. Even within a fantasy realm. I don't know. I'll think about it.
I think it sounds reasonable, but if you want to say it doesn't work like that, it
So
doesn't
you
work
think
like
that Nimbus should be able to walk through a pool of ichor and walk out unscathed?
I think if she were capable of drowning, which she currently isn't, it wouldn't make sense. But considering that she has the right set of conditions of being immune to poison and being able to breathe in liquid.
I'll think about it.
So, looking at this, Dwarves Reborn, Warforged, Green Dragonborn, Wantine, Stone Halflings all receive poison resistance from the race. The Monk class becomes immune to poison at level 10. And Paladins can constantly get rid of the poison condition with lay on hands.
Mm-hmm. And the verbiage for land druid is the exact same verbiage in the monk feature.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is,
It's immune to poison and disease for monk.
No, Brad, what are you reading from?
That's just CBR.
It doesn't matter. We can just ignore it for
Well, I'm
now.
thinking about because it's relevant to the situation.
Because, like, here's the level 10 monk feature.
Immune to disease and poison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you could just say...
I'm thinking.
You could also say the Ichor, like, ketchup, where water breathing doesn't help you in it.
How many of my monsters are doing poison damage? 1 second.
Yeah. I talked to you, like...
Let me think.
I was gonna mention... Never mind. Whatever.
Okay. I'm going to say that yes. You are immune to poison damage and the poison condition. At the moment. I'm not going to say that that is a permanent thing. Like, I'm not going to say that that's...
Precedent.
I'm going to say that, unless stated otherwise, you are immune to poison and the poison damage. But I'm not going to say that that is going to always be the case. Like, if, like, someone does, like, a spell or something, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, saying that, yes, you are immune to poison damage and poison condition, but I will take that away at some point. Not changing the ruling, but with other effects. So just don't be, like, angry or shocked if I say, because you have this status condition, you are no longer immune to poison.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yes. You are immune to poison in the poison condition, and you can walk into the ichor-filled basement as long as you want, as ridiculous as that is.
Swimming in Ichor, baby. Okay.
Alright.
I guess I can just walk through.
Do you want to, first of all, because no one
else
can
can
follow you,
Yeah.
and you're currently on the second floor.
Yeah, probably not right now.
Not right now. Okay.
How big is the area of the basement?
You can't see it.
I meant, like, I guess fine. How big is the current floor we're on?
It's hard to tell because the rooms are segmented, but it looks about like the whole building is about the size of like maybe like a small bear. I don't know. It's 2 floors. They're kind of in like a U shape. I'm trying to grasp for like a correct kind of size. Like a public library size.
Like, would you say, like, the rake school size? Like, that's also a U shape.
Yeah, pretty much. That's fine. Alright, you're all on the second floor now. Both the staircases lead to the same floor, unfortunately. It's public building, probably for traffic flow. There are 2 doors flanking either side, and there are stained glass windows facing me on the outside of the wall. Or in the wall, you know what I mean.
Start walking up.
You are already on the second floor.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to note in this room besides the stained glass windows.
There are
No,
other...
nothing.
Oh, I thought those were doorways, not windows. Okay.
Well, I mean, they are doorways, but I thought I described it previously.
Okay. Well, we can take the doors, I guess.
Which door?
Split up and look for clues.
All right, Scooby Gang.
That one for now.
That is the second floor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if we go up, we should just check that door.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You enter into a hallway. There's a Shatterling in the hallway. As you walk across the second floor, there are a lot of creaks and groans, and you can see through the floor in some places. It feels very unstable.
Do we hear the Shatterling in the hallway moving?
He's just kind of like chilling. It's not like he's like standing still in one spot, but he's like roughly ambiently, just like kind of like wandering, just aimlessly around in the hallway.
He's like a DVD logo bouncing around.
Not quite as orderly, but yeah.
His pathing needs a little bit of worked out.
He's just ambling. He's not like patrolling or, he's like doing his thing.
Do we hear any like scraping?
No, because it's carpeted.
Okay.
He's just shredding the carpet.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's doing terrible damage.
I was trying to look.
What a contractor! Right the damage to the carpet.
Horrid.
I was trying to look if there are any wild shapes that are immune to poison, and I can't fucking find any.
Immunity to poison. Poison is a very commonly resisted damage type by monsters. But it's just why it's the worst damage type in the game. It's just everything resisted.
Well, I can't find no beasts that are.
There should be some that are resistant, but none that are immune.
Yeah, like there's a giant snake that's resistant, but.
Do you guys want to fight this thing, or go down the hall, or do you want to just go somewhere else?
Up for whatever.
You have limited spells, right?
I can make do. I'm a mix. I can still just use my weapon.
Well, I'm down. Get in.
All right, let's go in. Are you fine with that?
Sure.
How are you doing on the spells?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Like I'm chilling on spell slots.
All right, let's go in.
Are we jumping him?
Gank him. A little bit of a surprise round.
Shadows.
You are stealth. Currently.
Stealth.
Hidden is the word that I was looking for.
I've
I
used
prefer in the shadows.
1 4th level spell slot and 1 1st level, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth moment. Oh, your set has way more dice than I thought. And yours are also larger.
Do we think this would work or no?
No.
Dude,
Gore
the lions
Machina.
keep scaring the shit out of me.
Do you need to set a dice spread?
You want me to go
I can
set
just
them,
use
Gabe?
this.
No.
Yeah. Cole's got 2 sets right now.
I don't mind rolling digitally.
I also have 2 sets.
This is normally what I do. I don't ever take my dice shit anywhere. I just leave them at the house and just roll on here.
Balls.
Plus, it's less math for me.
Are we jumping him, gang?
We're jumping him.
Alright. Perfect.
Yeah. Can I make my before we go in? Can I make my thing a maul?
What?
Can I transform my weapon into a maul?
You just do that as part of an equip action.
Yeah.
You guys are jumping him, so you guys can just attack in whatever order you desire.
I'm curious.
It's one guy, I'm not make you roll initiative.
Is bludgeoning damage more effective against the stone people? May I attempt an attack?
You may.
Alright, I'm just gonna make this multi. Actually, no. I'm gonna make this booming blade because I am also curious about thunder damage.
Moonbeam this bitch.
Save your spell slot.
What did I roll?
It's a 4v1.
True. Really smack.
That is a 30 to hit.
A 30 to hit. That does hit. You may roll damage.
Okay. So that is 15 bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Pause there. Shadowlings have a thing called damage reduction. Poise of 3. So anytime you deal damage to the Shadowling, reduce that number by 3.
Okay.
If that number becomes 0 because of the -3, it becomes 0. Just keep that in mind. So it is 12 damage instead.
Well, it's gonna be a little more than this because I'm assuming the rider does the thunder damage that comes from the
If you don't roll a separate d20, it's the same. It's this.
Okay. Yeah, so this is also a part of it.
Yep.
So 6 thunder damage.
In addition to 15 bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
So 18 damage total. With the thunder damage, you said 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be...
9 if it's 10 1.5.
They are vulnerable to thunder damage, so 9 plus 21.
Math.
Alright. That's it for me.
You have to be standing next to the guy to attack him.
I guess, and I'll also have Fang go. Well, we're here. Which one is Fang?
The right one.
Man, resistance really
The door
do
is
be
here.
really
Fuck,
do be
okay.
rude against Eldritch Blast.
Alright.
So the reduced damage do be
Fang will
rude against
attack.
Eldritch Blast.
That's the point, yes.
Natural 20 for Fang.
Why do you think I want 25 to have it? He fights so many monks where he's getting hit 17 times a turn.
We'll see.
Fang does 15 force damage.
Reduced to 12. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go. Does a 16 hit?
No.
How about an 18?
No.
22.
Yes.
Okay, so only one hit. For 16 reduced to 13 damage.
Got it. Who's next?
Yeah, I rolled like a
I
4 and
can
a
attack.
6.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
you can go.
Spear. Stab.
Where are you standing?
Oh, wait.
On the side or on the
Shillelagh, too.
Ah! Where are you standing? On this side or on that side?
Wherever I can. Oh, will I flank on both?
Yeah.
Then. I'll.
This side? Here?
Sure.
Roll to hit. Assuming you're spear attacking, yes?
Yes.
Flank time.
27.
That hits. Roll damage.
Actually, that was 28, but. 14.
14 reduced to 11. Anything else?
Nope. I can't really do anything else.
And me.
I need the bonus of my action.
I'm gonna go here. Hello, small
We
creature.
got you surrounded, bitch!
You ain't going nowhere. I'm just gonna hit it 3 times.
Alright, roll a hit, roll a hit, roll a hit.
19.
That just hits.
You have advantage, dude.
Oh. 19. That's a 30.
Don't you have extended crit range in some more?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So
You
that,
crit on
and then I
19.
just rolled another 19. So that's 2 crits.
Yes. Emmy, when you step onto the section of the floor everybody else is standing on, you hear a low creaking sound.
Oh, balls. That's not good. Well, I'm gonna hit it a bunch.
So you did a hit and then 2 crits?
Yeah. We're all gonna fall through the floor with the shatterling. We're all just gonna.
Yeah, when it falls over and crashes.
Yeah. Like this entire hallway is gonna collapse.
14
And
plus
we're gonna land in like a
7
room with like a
is
million shatterlings.
21.
Full of ichor.
21 plus.
Yeah, at least one of us will be fine.
11 plus 18.
Okay. It has been past bloodied at this point.
And then 8 plus 7 is 15.
Got it. Reduced. Got it. Alright. The floor is creaking. Uh-oh. Do we do anything else?
No.
Maybe move.
Yeah. Does my echo weigh anything?
No.
Then I'm just gonna go.
Ah, you have left its attack range.
Isn't it surprised?
Can surprise creatures take reactions?
No.
Fine. Alright.
Get wrecked.
You did the most damage to it. is going to move.
That's okay. Fang's gonna take his reaction at least.
I
You used
will
Booming
also.
Blade, did you not?
I did, and then Fang's also gonna be going out.
I rolled
So
a 23 to hit.
Okay.
17 thunder damage,
Okay. Whoa!
which is 25,
That's a lot of damage.
26.
I did 12 damage.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You're on death's door here.
Fang rolled a 22 to hit
Okay.
for 15 force damage. Or, sorry, 12 force damage. I lied.
For damage reduction. Okay. And this whole thing has
You
been
wanna
like
hit-
kind of
hit
like
me, Zach?
crawling, stumbling, shambling towards you. And then all of a sudden it springs off the ground and lunges at your throat.
No.
It's going to attempt to grapple you. Contested grapple check. It's making 20.
Do
I
I do
want
that?
25
I
back.
have
I have
to
a
do
strength of
athletics?
0.
You choose athletics or acrobatics when you're contested.
Got them noodle arms.
Carter got them noodle arms, okay?
Dirty 20.
21.
No!
It has one hand around your throat, one hand on your shoulder, and you feel your joint stretching as it just begins to pull you apart.
Ugh.
Make a strength save.
Nah, balls.
It's trying to get its good old
Dirty 20.
nutrients.
Alright, you take half of the bludgeoning damage then, for a total of 8 bludgeoning damage. Your shoulder is still in its socket. That is the end of its turn.
Well, that's good.
Finish this thing off.
Can I stab it? Can I just like...
You may.
I could double hit it.
I'll attack 2 since I'm standing right here.
I'll just
I'm gonna attack
Want
it.
to let
Yank
me
it.
first?
Yeah.
I'll just attack it 3 times.
God damn.
21.
Okay.
Do you still
Does a
have
dirty
advantage, by the
20
way?
hit?
No.
Alright,
I'll roll it again. Alright, so the first one's a 21.
You still have advantage, by the way,
I know. I should be doing
Why
that.
does he have advantage?
because I'm flanking with him.
You haven't hit it.
Yeah, I
It
have.
has moved.
I'm still targeting it though.
It has moved.
Then never mind. So
These are neutral attacks.
21 for the first one.
I thought I just had to be specifically targeting it. I thought
I'm saying like from your last
I see.
attack.
19 for the second one.
19 just hits.
I thought it mattered to you. I just had it,
And
I just had it wrong. Never mind.
20.
You're good.
I'm gonna base on location just for
7.
learning purposes.
So the first one. Where'd my D10 go? There it is. So I do get that a crit from that 19 I rolled.
Alright, first do the first damage.
Okay. So wait, so
Just give me the damage of the first attack.
okay. Damage for the first one is 27.
Okay. It has reached 0 HP. It now has 3 hollow dice you need to break through.
Oh balls.
So you hit it twice after this.
Yep.
So then it's down to 1.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes.
It's dead.
How do you want to do this?
Just like point blank, shoot it in the fucking head.
It doesn't really have a head, but you find where the face would be, you think, and you splatter it. Bits of stone and ichor spray everywhere.
Yum.
Cranberry juice.
This would be more grape juice.
Are you the DM?
Yes.
Switch seats right now.
I'll open this door.
Opening that door. Looks like an archive room. Floor to ceiling shelves line the walls here. Each of them drawer-like filing cabinets.
Can I explore this room?
No one? Yes, you may.
Carter starts exploring. He is ecstatic.
This looks like, on first blush, a supply closet, but there's something in a corner here.
Yeah, before. Oh, hold on. Can you guide me real quick? Can I
So you
investigate it?
come back out of the room, guide him, and then go back in?
Yes.
Alright, just making sure.
and then I'm going to guide myself.
Does anyone else want to do anything?
I'll send my echo into. I'll kind of sneak over here and send my echo through one of these doors.
You gotta open it physically to do that.
Oh.
Can't the echo interact?
Oh, I can.
We have established that the echo is ethereal besides attacks.
I can just move in, open the door, and then have my echo walk through.
Okay. This looks like a large, fancy office.
Ooh.
Anything, Nimbus?
Can I investigate?
Investigate what?
The office.
Yes, you may. Okay. So you can roll your investigation check. What are you doing?
Exploring through the filing cabinets.
Roll investigation.
I'm investigating that point of interest.
Okay. Investigate. Are you perceiving or investigating with the echo?
I guess perceiving with the echo.
Alright, roll perception.
22.
Okay.
Do you
19.
want mine now or you want to wait?
We'll go in order of the way that we
Go.
perception. You first.
So 23.
23. Filing cabinets. Oh gee, oh my.
Carter's excited.
I
Rifle
can
through.
understand all languages, FYI, so if
Yes,
you see
sir.
anything.
Luckily, it's all written in common.
Ah!
Well, most of it is written in common. Let's see. Quest page.
The rest is written in Stone Wright, which I can read.
There is a lot of. I don't know what this is. Records and history and like inventory keeping. So, for the things that you can sort of summarize from a lot of the inventory is that they were planning to colonize this area and ship out some of the stone and some of the ichor for terms of profit. It looks like it was a Knight Society operation, funded by the Knight Society. Lots of the names appear that you're kind of slightly familiar with, not very, just because you've heard rumors, but the fact that like money comes from nowhere for this trip, and then a lot of it seemed like it was under the table, kind of clues you in.
Gotcha.
Some of them mention looking for a place called Golhaz, a hidden city of gargoyles, and wanting to go there and do trade with them.
Interesting.
Another record talks about something called the miasma, but the book is too damaged to sense anything further. Zeke. At first blush, this looks like a supply closet, like a mop, broom, that sort of thing, but there is a large burlap, like, tarp thrown over some very misshapen and, like, rubbled structures in the corner. It is stained red and purple. You throw it off. Discord notification. You throw it off, and you find bodies. A few of them, one or two, look like whole. The rest look like they've been chopped up or like burnt.
Lunchtime.
Crunch, crunch.
Can I tell how old do these bodies look?
Old.
Do they seem to be like stacked on top of each other, like they were hidden here, or they?
It looks like
it
it
looked
was
like it was just
hastily thrown together.
okay. Why would someone bother hiding stuff in here? I guess can I move the corpses and just can I just basically just lay them out flat? They're not stacked on top of each other. They're all just laid flat.
You may.
Is
I'll
there?
come back to that.
Okay.
Later. You are investigating the office. You find what did you roll?
Oh, 17.
You immediately go to the drawers of the desk because you know you've done this a million times by now. You always search the desk drawers first.
I think it does all the time. I learned from Alistair.
You find
I'm so proud.
like
A light goes off on a necklace somewhere.
a book from somebody called the Overseer,
Oh dear.
who mentions that they dug too deep.
Nothing else?
A lot of the book is damaged, blood-stained,
Ichor or blood?
red. You do see some notes about solarite and sunlight.
Got the solarite. This is just like my papa.
Solarite and sunlight. Some notes about solarite and sunlight, and some notes about digging too deep. Oh, there is actually something else in there. Sorry. One of the intact pages notes that her team is looking for something in particular from the higher ups, and upon questioning, they won't tell her what it is, just to keep digging.
But they dug too deep.
But they
Is
don't.
this wait? Which came first? Digging too deep or being told to keep digging?
The order is orders from the higher ups: sunlight and solarite, digging too deep.
Got it.
Yes.
All of Morgall is alive.
She says in the higher up thing that they're trying to make a profit, but it would be viable if they weren't losing men constantly. No elaboration on how they're losing men.
Too many bitches.
She does mention that she suspects there is sabotage involved somehow.
Sabotage.
You were preceding this room.
Yes.
Yes, preceding this room. There's a large painting of the Colossus against the far wall. And there are some literal desks against the wall on facing me with drawers in them that look locked. The floor here looks similarly unstable, and you can see through slits in the floor that the basement lies beneath this.
Oh.
You can see little bits of light dancing across the pools of air below. Every time you walk.
I was gonna say, can I try to walk very softly?
Well, your echo is in there, not you. Because you said your echo was searching.
Oh yeah.
It's not really me, it's my echo.
It's only me, my echo!
It's not a phase, Mom.
So rather, not you, rather anytime Nimbus moves, you hear creaking. Which Nimbus would hear as well.
Yeah.
As you stretch out the bodies one by one, you find something in the pile. A head.
Oh.
A Gore Mankina head.
Does this one look more recent?
It's hard to say because we're talking about a span of years here, but the lights are still on.
Do I recognize the person who used to be underneath?
What do you mean?
Well, Gormak and his soldiers are people with robotic, essentially enhancements, right?
Some of them are more robot than person.
Is this one the former then?
It looks like a fully robotic head.
Okay. In that case, I'll try and investigate it.
Roll investigation.
Average
Can you pick those up?
investigator.
18.
The lights are still on, so you think there might still be power somehow.
Yeah, I was trying to go into the back panel and
I'm
investigate.
getting there,
Oh,
I'm
I
getting
see.
there.
I thought you were done.
I'm getting there. The voice box is broken. Everything else seems intact.
Okay.
No, I'm done.
Cast mending on it. See if you can fix it.
It's gonna take a little bit more than a mending spell.
Well, I got mending too, so 2 mending spells.
Do I feel like with the current materials I have, I could make a just like a light that basically it's just a little light bulb that flashes on for yes, or and it just stays off for no, or it has 2 different colors, green for yes or red for no, that just attaches to the brain.
You feel like you could do that. You're also reasonably confident that the voice box could be fixed for a higher difficulty check, of course.
feel like guiding me real quick?
Which one do you want to attempt? You feel like you've got one shot at this because you don't know what's powering this thing. If you screw it up, you don't know.
I say you try to fix the voice box.
One moment. Let me see something. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Grandpa. Some grooves.
Hey, Grandpa.
Yeah, I'll try and fix the voice box.
Okay.
Would that be a
Good, how
tool
are you?
check?
Tinker.
Tinker check? Okay.
Oh.
That is a dirty 20.
Phew. That's the DC.
Yeah,
Let's
at
go,
some
baby.
point. I don't know if I'd be able to buy it right now.
Pop open the hatch. Dig your little fingers in there.
Just because.
Reinsert the voice box. In the process, you find like
Yeah.
what looks
Yeah,
like
I figured that's
a
what it
crystallized chunk of ichor stuck in all the some of the wires.
Yeah.
You leave that be, I assume. You connect the voice box and you hear it.
was. Okay. I mean, yeah.
In the head.
Give me.
I gotta love tool expertise. I would have
give me
failed.
just a
If I would have failed that guidance because I
So,
I rolled a 4, rolled a 1 on guidance, but I have a plus 15 with the tool.
God damn. What's up?
You don't say that. You're in another room.
No, I had to come over to guide him.
Whatever.
So I'm standing there. I don't say that.
You left after you guided me.
No, I would have come back.
No.
Actually, Carter can smell when relevant plot events are happening, and he always appears. Alright.
No, it's fine. I guess I went back to the arcade.
Does I'm assuming the rest of the functions of the head still work, like vision, listening, and everything, all other functions that are present in
They
all
looked
the head.
intact to you,
Okay.
but you're still not really sure how this thing is powered, so...
Well, I have a guess. I have a very good guess. I'll put it down on like a spare box or whatever here, and I'll sit across from it.
Some of the red lights like flicker on and off, rapidly, like it's blinking almost.
Does your voice box work now?
Yes, I think it does.
Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Do you
Alright, hold on.
recognize?
Let me turn my microphone on.
I think you have the wrong output device selected.
Oh, wait. My
I think it's going through your controller.
Sorry, my earphones aren't plugged in. Give me a second. Oh, okay. I can hear you now, I think.
Why is your eye? Why are you able to set your eyes as a microphone? That's the worst. Okay, whatever.
Somebody crossed my wires.
I have a few questions for you.
Yes.
Do you recognize who me?
Yeah, no, maybe one of these days if Grandma.
It's dark in here.
We can go to Shields or something.
Give me a light.
Check them out.
Apparently Carter's just sitting at this room, okay? There's no light.
I actually have some friends
You
over right
look
now,
like
but,
a brother. I don't know your name, but a brother.
So I'll call you later, or I'll talk to Grandma.
Oh, bless the fates. Thank God. A brother.
What was your name?
I am Raoul Burnt Oak.
I'll write it down.
I don't have my notebook with me. God damn it.
I'll talk to you later.
I had a machine name, but I have since cast it aside.
A machine name?
Yes.
What was your machine name?
Gorbus.
I don't have my notebook with me, but do I recognize either of those names? Okay. Is the machine name the name that you take upon entering Lord Machina? Okay.
I cast aside the name Gorbus, for I am Raoul Burnt Oak, and nothing will take that away from me.
Was Raoul your original name then?
Yes, it is my name. My only name.
What is this?
It's a
Oh,
blank.
I love those. May I have one?
I have one.
A little treat.
Sure.
Yeah, you got
Raoul was right there.
Really good.
You're the dark chocolate ones too.
Yeah, I'll take the cigarette, but like put it on the side of his head. What was the last thing you remember?
The last
last thing I remember. Give me a moment. My pals and I. Let's see, what were their names? My pals and I, Inigo, Magnus, and Percy, were lighting fire to the buildings.
Am I in this room?
Yeah.
Have we observed that? Okay.
How did you end up here?
A shattering on me. No, that's not right. Some of the people... Percy told me to hide the bodies in this closet so that we wouldn't attract any shatterlings. And then I put them in here, something hit me on the head and I forgot.
I forgot.
What was Percy's last name?
Was it Rockpelt? No. Snickletail? No. I think it was Lionsmast. Yeah, Lionsmast. Percy Lionsmast.
Who the fuck is that?
Good man.
You seem to be clearly interested in. Who is he?
One of Nimbus's group is his dad.
Do you know him?
Not personally. I know his name though.
Bless his soul, rest in peace.
What do you mean, rest in peace?
He's dead. He's dead.
Is he among the people here?
He was in the basement when it collapsed. He was a good man. Normal. Didn't have any special magic or any martial skills, but his tongue was silver. He could convince me to go to the end of the world. And I think in a way we did.
Why did you abandon your machine name?
They lost sight of what really mattered.
That's what I'm saying.
The Gore Machina. They came here with the Night Society, looking for something terrible. Primus, he said something about... No. Who was that? I don't remember. Our leader. Not Animus. Animus, but not Animus. Primus, no. Not Durus, not Tertious. What?
He's bleeding on the base of his head.
Oh no.
Fuck you, gay. I can't believe you. Alright, yeah.
Not a lot. I got like a nosebleed.
Well, yeah, I know the implication of this. And
Somebody.
He's dying, he's losing
No,
his
no,
mind,
I
and
know-
he's
I-
attracting monsters.
Somebody did a bad thing.
His words are slurring together a lot.
Bro is dying.
He thought he knew better than the fates did, but he lost sight of the truth.
The voice trails off. Whatever crystal was in there has fully liquefied.
yeah, I was gonna attach him to my belt like Kratos did, and just carry him around, just talking. All right. I'll regroup with everyone and tell them what happened.
What happened, Zeke?
Can I use prestidigitation to clean up the blood, trying to remove the
It's
scent?
black blood, right?
It's dark blood.
Oh, okay then. I'm not gonna take the time.
Wow.
I'm not trying to
Oh,
make
yeah.
Carter's
more.
just sitting there like, tears in the rain.
I only have time for red bloods. I don't care about you black bloods.
We're gonna be hunted by the red blood because we are red blood.
Yet more blood spilled in the mud.
Simply more mud.
Your blood in your body.
We got over racism by saying we all bleed the same, but you know what? You're not the same as me. You bleed different.
I thought you were red blood.
No, that's what he's saying to the corpse.
But normally it's the opposite. It's like I don't care what differences we are. We all bleed the same.
Mm-hmm.
But
This
we
is the
actually
opposite. We actually don't.
I'm gonna reestablish racism.
Re-establish racism. We don't blink the same. All right, we got one more door on this hallway.
We going in all together now?
All together now.
One hop this time.
Slide to the right.
Chow chow real smooth.
Oh, this door.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
You go in there?
Small room.
Yeah.
It's a bathroom.
Bruh. Alright, guys, I gotta take a shit. Give me a
Who
second.
gotta piss? Go piss, girl.
There's a head of the toilet. I fucking was-
Carter takes a piss.
It's like a washroom. There's like a little hole on the side that you think.
They got that medicine
The
cabinet.
toilet's in the shape of a person with its mouth open.
I will note that whenever you like the toilet is full of like ichor, and whenever you turn on the sink, it like out ichor. The plumbing seems compromised.
I take a piss.
You're peeing in the ichor? Does it seem wise to you? You're taking your dick out in the wasteland?
I guess not, because I gotta wait until I die again so I can take another shit.
You just piss in the ichor. What could possibly
There
go
are
wrong?
no toilets. At the end of the world.
No. There are no toilets at the end of the world.
What? It's not like your piss is gonna become undead.
That's what you think. I got some pretty magical piss. Alright, other side of the building.
More doors.
In a building? My god.
Oh, brother.
In an office space? How dare they? Alright.
Top door.
I've got bot door.
It's another file room.
Alright, file boy. Go ahead and read up. I'll open bot door.
Bottom! It appears to be... It should be like this. Oh! It appears to be a small library.
How small?
Not too small.
About 20
Perfectly
feet
average.
by
Are there any non-English books? I
35.
gotta capitalize on these, or common, sorry.
35 feet.
Not
Non-English.
English books.
They're all non-English.
True.
British people do not exist in this world, thank God.
Thank God.
British!
They don't really exist in this world either. Let's be honest
True.
here.
They're not people.
I mean, you're not wrong. Whoa.
You're breastfeeding the file room.
I
Say
haven't
the quiet part
breastfeeded
out
the
loud.
file room.
Well,
You're breastfeeding the file room?
No, just an investigation.
Alright.
23.
You don't find anything new in the files, but in one of the corners, you kind of can move a shelf out of the way to get there, and it like tipped over. You find a torch and a lot of
Toby!
lantern oil.
Am I able to take any of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the people who were burning down buildings.
So I'll take some of the lantern oil and just like throw it in my backpack.
Kind of like it off the ground and it spilled, or maybe it was spilled on purpose. But
Well, let's try to gather some. And is it a used torch?
yeah, it has
Okay.
since burned out.
So I think I've got like 5 torches, something like that.
Someone in the library.
I mean, yeah, I want to go in and check out the books. I can read. This character can read!
You can read. Roll investigation, I guess.
May I also roll investigation in this
You
room?
may.
I'm going to be looking for the English books.
The English books.
10.
10.
I mean,
18.
18. Cameron. Zeke, you find a book called The Traveler's Guide to Morgall.
how many people are traveling to Morgall?
Not really.
Just this guy.
Nimbus. You don't find a lot, but one thing you find is really hard to miss. On the wall, between 2 shelves, is mounted a very thin sheet of stone, almost scroll-like. It is dark, not like dark like scorch, but dark like water almost. And there's an
So
inscription.
it's like waterlogged?
Yeah, like dark like deep water. And inscribed on the top is something in Stone Writhe.
What's it say?
Well, Stone Writhe is ambigraphic. You can read it 2 ways. Do you want to read it the top way or the bottom way?
Let's go top.
Top way. The top way reads, Map of Morgall.
What's the bottom?
The bottom says...
Morgall of the map.
No! The bottom says... What does the bottom say? Bottom! The bottom says... Where the fuck did I put this? Hey, that's not what it says.
Go! Where's the trash? Right here.
The last door you haven't checked yet.
Right, underneath.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it is the last one I didn't check.
Yep, I did the same thing earlier.
Sorry guys, my house is not.
Okay. The inverse way to read it reads...
Let's do one more of those.
Mark the seats of my guests who arrived for dinner without invitation and leave in the morning without warning.
Oh,
How does
man, I
it
thought
say
you
so
had
much
it.
the other way, but so little the other?
Don't question it.
I was gonna ask that.
Are we getting second treats?
Shouldn't have brought this out, man.
It's all we.
Thank you.
Second treat.
Brad?
Of course I do. I wasn't going to ask for one though. Give me the little dick one.
You're offering. Give me a short one.
Yeah, I got
We all
a little
got
dick
short
one
ones,
too.
Oh, that's fine.
All the ones left are short ones. On that bag.
Yeah, so the top way it reads, Map of Morgall, but lots of the characters don't do anything. When you read it the other way, it says, Mark the seats of my guests who arrive for dinner without invitation and leave in the morning without warning. What can I say? Gargoyles are eccentric.
Does it?
The word map just actually has 18
I guess so. This is like a
characters.
scroll.
It's like stone that's thin enough to act like paper. It's very odd. It feels...
And is it on display or is it on?
It's like mounted on a wall.
Yeah. Can I take it off?
Yeah.
This is a real country girls make do situation where they don't have any trees, so they just make paper out of stone.
Gently shaving
there-
my stone
is there an
paper
actual
off
map?
Like cheese.
There's not appear to be any markings on it besides the inscription.
So it just says map, but it's not an actual map.
Well, it says map, and it also says, Mark the seats of my guests
Right.
who arrive for dinner without invitation and leave in the morning without warning.
Like
So,
us.
Are there any
exactly
spots
what
on
we're
this
doing.
map to be marked?
There are grid lines.
All right. Other than grid lines, is there any? There are no other marks of it.
Nope, just the inscriptions and grid lines, like you would see on a map.
All right.
I interpret that as it's supposed to be a threat. But
Can I start just thumbing through this Traveler's Guide to Morgall?
Yes. This is a few things. It talks about Golaz, the hidden city. Legend states that it is a city only of gargoyles and that it's never in the same place twice. Also, important notes about the miasma. A dense fog that exists in low regions of Morgall that is known to sap away at one's health and to make them very weak. Said to be dispelled by sunlight.
Not moonlight.
Not
Damn.
Other than that, most of it is dedicated to don't go here, it's dangerous.
Bad.
They just circled the entire map of Morgall.
The first point, there's no map actually in the book. There's no map. Because no one's fully explored Morgall. Except for the gargoyles, but they aren't telling anybody. The first page just says, don't.
It says don't in Stone Writhe, but read backwards, it says all that information.
Yeah.
Alright. Shall we go back down to the first floor? I think we're all done here, right?
yeah.
Did anyone else have anything else? they
On
wanted
our
to
way
do here?
down.
No one wants to go in the basement.
Well, we're going to the first floor and going to explore the first floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
explain the whole thing. Okay.
Gotta do layer by layer.
Top down.
Like a cake.
Oh, Cole, you missed it. So me and Jaden took Chuck to the gym on Friday,
Oh,
and it was great.
Gabe took me to the gym last week.
Nice.
Yeah.
He made you do leg exercises.
Leg day.
Yeah, it was leg day.
Dude, it was so fucking funny since the two of them did a lot of the same weight.
Chuck just absolutely murdering that
So-
woman's sense of self-esteem.
At one point, we were standing, looking in the mirror, and she just goes, gross. And I was like, what? And she was just like, he looks like he's our kid. And so she walks over to do something else, and I go over to Chuck, and I was like, dude, you need to make, like, some comment off of that, because she said it was horrible. And so he walks up and very loudly goes, man, it's so cool I can bench as much as my mom.
Bruh.
Charlie is a menace to society.
On this side, you see what looks like a small courtroom, and on this side, a small dining hall.
I go courtroom.
I'll follow to courtroom.
You have entered the courtroom. Upon closer examination,
We all die.
you note that the floor is sinking into the center, and you see access to the flooded basement below. Most of the timbers are damaged or rotted. There's not a lot of safe walking space.
What type of light spell do you have?
Just the cantrip.
Okay, I don't know if you have dancing lights or light.
The cantrip light.
Okay.
I want to see if there's anything in this desk.
Make an acrobatics check.
I can sure do that for you.
Don't fall.
28.
He falls.
28.
DC 29.
I fall upwards into the ceiling. I'm so nimble and acrobatic that I float. Or I just frog hop across the center.
You round the side of the desk. Well, okay, first let me... So, you're like jumping across or like skirting across?
Whichever way is going to make me die less.
You're going to skirt across.
Yes.
Depending if you jump, your landing might be met with the creaking of timbers and the splitting of wood.
That's a good idea. Good idea.
As you sidle across the sort of edge of the wall, carefully stepping from timber to timber, you look closer, and there are like bullet holes in the big desk where the judge sits. And now that you're passing by all like the, I would call them pews, they're all tipped on their side. Riddled with bullet holes.
Quite the court experience.
As you fully round the big desk, you see what looks like the remains of a gore machina person holding a rather simple arquebus. It's like
Slumped over.
environmental storytelling skeleton.
Slumped over.
I'm gonna go-
Actually dead.
I'm gonna go investigate to see if this individual is still alive.
You want to cross the gap?
No.
Hey, there's a dead body here.
I see that. See if
You
he's
can't see
alive.
it from that end. Only she can.
It's behind the desk.
taken
You're
cover
over
behind the
here.
desk.
Okay. Is it alive?
I don't know. I walk up to it. Are you alive?
It does not answer.
How do I check if it's alive?
Oh, touch it.
Poke, poke.
No response.
It's not responding.
What's it doing?
Being dead.
Like, position. Does it have anything? Who is it?
I'll look around for anything that would like tell me if this person was important.
Search the body.
Mhm.
For investigation.
What type of bullet holes are?
Simple musket ball.
Because that's intelligence, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Gormak was like, yeah, there used to be a town here. We destroyed it with our full auto machine guns 2 days ago.
16.
Around his neck, you see some dog tags that read Inigo Rock Pelt.
Rock. I'm
Everything
gonna
else
take them.
looks like organic cloth that has rotted
Take the
away.
gun, too. I don't know if there's any ammo for it, but you should still take the gun.
What was the dude's first name?
Inigo.
Spell that?
Inigo.
Inigo.
He knew our boy.
I said
up
my
here.
name is Inigo Montoya
Yeah.
and he killed my father.
Yeah.
Prepared that.
And Inigo was someone who associated with our little head friend.
Okay.
Yes.
Our head friend.
It's part of why I
Our
asked him to
Take
see
his
if he
gun
could
out of
identify who it is.
Take his gun, leave. Alright. You successfully cross back with a very old and simple arquebus.
What you got there, Amy?
A gun and some dog tags.
I got a gun!
No!
As we enter the dining room table, any leftover rotten food, Fang is gonna eat.
There's nothing left anyway. It's too moist here. It all is gone. Do you investigate the dining room or are you just like, interesting?
Fang, eat the dining room. I'll investigate it.
Alright.
Do you wanna help?
Yeah, sure. Looking for alcohol.
28.
I want booze.
I got
We
20 unnatural.
have
find 2 bottles of
Modelo
booze.
in the fridge.
Modelo was fun.
There's nothing else to note.
I like Modelo.
Fang, eat a bottle.
It's Jason's Modelo. I'm not
Babe,
allowed.
show me this
Bro,
man's
we
Go
drank
balls.
so much cider. We went to Vallo's on Friday night for a
Mm.
friend's birthday and drank so much. I spent so much money.
How deep
How
does
strong
it
is it? What's it smell like?
Sorry, she was asking.
What's the alcohol content of this? My smell, my expert sniffer.
20 proof?
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Free booze.
It's like a sort of woody whiskey flavor.
Carter appears next to you.
Instantly.
No, not Carter. Brad. Brad appears next in this.
You kind of like. I can't make the popping sound. Whatever. Thank you. It kind of has like an appley, oaky sense to it.
Brad has appeared in game next to you.
Alright.
Seems clean.
Does Carter drink?
Yes.
Heavily.
Does Carter drink? Absolutely.
Carter, I thought you never asked.
By
I've
the
never
way,
been more honored to be asked a question in my
you
life.
can take Fang to the basement with you. Fang is
True.
also immune to poison damage.
Wait. Oh yeah, because you're not a Landruid, so you're not immune.
I'm gonna go get a soda from
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna start drinking.
I wasn't pointing at you.
No.
You're not a druid.
Yeah, I was confused why you were referring to me though. You were clearly pointing to me.
No, I was pointing at Brett.
I drank. How good is it?
It's pretty good.
It's an apple whiskey. I don't know how the fuck that works, but I'm all
Okay,
for
yeah. Well,
it.
if I bring Fang with me, he can teleport me back, right?
Yeah.
You can't see shit in the Ichor. It's totally.
Is it flammable?
It's totally It's totally obscure.
So I could just. Does anybody have like a glowing spell?
I
'Cause all
can
I've got
cast
is,
light on you.
Is it
Yeah.
is it obscuring from being dark or just from objects being in the way?
Well,
It's opaque.
first it's like dark and thick like molasses.
Yeah.
And second of all, there's no light. So, if you had light, you could see maybe 5-10 feet in front of you.
I'll take.
You are now lit.
You should
We getting lit.
you should light up if you should light up Fang actually.
Why?
Be a glow ball.
Oh, that's fair. I will light up whoever wants.
Okay, actually, what does Fang look like? I can imagine him like a Bakugan for some reason.
Bakugan? Like a four-legged Bakugan.
He's
like
a dog,
dog.
with a velociraptor.
Yeah,
Mechanical.
Velociraptor had like a tail, so he's basically like just really long tail, and what he's supposed to do is that when he walks behind me, he uses his tail and like sweeps behind him to get rid of our footsteps in the snow of Frosty.
Well, because I feel like you said something like hiding something inside of him before, so from then on, I've imagined him as thick-bodied,
Well, yeah, he's
like a Bakugan.
He's basically like the size of like I'd say husky or
Okay.
that, but he's almost entirely mechanical, where he could like store something inside.
So, is there a light source?
Yes.
Okay.
him. Yes.
It's Fang.
He lights up my life.
Are
The
we?
eyes-
Aw.
Are we
Fang
trying to
Frosty.
be secretive, or are we just exploring?
If I don't have any reason to be secretive, I would just like explore.
Okay.
I
Is
never had
it-
any indication that there would be something right.
We
So-
heard explicitly Percy died in the basement.
Does this come all the way up? Like,
You're
so
telling me this isn't.
we couldn't,
Fang.
like,
No, unfortunately
walk
not.
across it? That's the best Bakugan. The default dragon.
Walk across.
Drago. Dragon the dragon.
Yeah,
Oliver has
walk
some.
across like the acre,
Well,
like with water walk, or is it completely up to the
Well, I
ceiling?
mean, do I still have pass without a trace?
there's about 5 feet of span between
Oh my
the
gosh, there's a
top
little
and
doggy.
the ceiling.
Okay.
Yes, you still pass without trace.
Okay,
So
yeah, I
that's-
guess I might as well sneak, you know.
Yes, you are, or
Yeah, I mean, if I have pass without a trace.
I'm asking if you want to remain hidden. I'm asking you to reinitiate because the party comp is changed.
Fang's alright at stealth.
So I need to recast it.
Just no, just make a new stealth check
Do stealth.
Oh, yeah.
because the party comp is different. Before you were a group stealth, now you are.
I
both
lied.
individual.
Fang is not that good at
16.
stealth. Was that with the plus 10?
No, that's what that. So 26.
Okay. Mine with the plus 10 is 22.
Let me know. This is where the courtroom hole is, and I believe there was one on the second floor around over here, which would correspond to about here.
Okay.
So
I'm going to chill here, like looking, keeping an eye on both, but
okay. So because you can only see about 5 to 10 feet in front of you, where do you want to go?
Just like forward, I guess.
I'm just gonna...
I think we treat this like we did with the Fate Maze and just basically walk around everywhere.
Yeah.
Are we going?
Actually, I'm gonna stick to the walls. I don't want to just like
Yeah.
be in the middle
Okay.
to like just go around.
Just go in a 2x2 line. So you're like, so have Fang be out here, and then just have her stick to the walls.
There is a wall here.
Well, I want to finish the room I'm in before I go into the next one. I think.
So
I will move. Get here. And then you bump into something.
What does it feel like?
It's warm
Warm.
and it's like squishy.
What does it look like?
It's really hard to tell because it's like looking through a bottle of molasses. You just kind of see shapes and color.
is it large?
It's hard to tell where the ichor ends and this thing meets.
Well, can I go around it?
Yeah, you can.
Draw where the squish is.
And then you get here.
Okay, well, I'll go into this room.
Ginger, who are you sending in first, you or the dog?
The dog.
Come on, Ginger. Preferably.
RP Ginger.
They're fully submerged, right?
Yes.
We underwater. Or under Icar, I guess.
You keep kind of like feeling around you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's another squishy here.
Oh, joy.
And besides that, just like a lot of rubble, it seems like.
Fang in particular is going to be looking for anything along the ground, in like corpses, for example.
Can I
that
do a
might be-
nature check on the
Okay.
squishy?
You may.
13.
It's Toby's.
Toby.
13.
Yeah.
hey, Yule.
Oh, true. Wait, advantage with Yule. Yule, you gotten any
Are you
squishy
sure?
knowledge?
He's quite loud.
I mean, I haven't run into anything, right?
Not yet.
Is he not suppressed by my... That's that trace.
I mean, there's only so much suppression that. But hey there, can be hit with so.
It's like those TikTok videos that play this when there's an intruder in your house. Hey, they under the bed. You
Okay,
can-
I'll wait till I check the other room.
You can also just wait till you're out and then ask about you, because Yule's in here with you. You could just ask, "Hey, what was that back there?" Right?
Do you want to
Theoretically.
come back?
I want to go to the other room.
Okay.
I'll ask Yule anything at the end.
Are you still going along the wall?
Yeah.
Which wall are you going along?
I'll go back towards the front one again.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fang's going to take a. Actually, never mind. Actually, forget.
Rubble.
Squishy. Oh. Distinct shapes.
He didn't say rubble.
Shelves. Squishy.
What's on the shelves?
Something is glowing.
Ooh.
It's a light coin.
Oh no.
Bro.
We're back. We're so
You just-
back.
I'm in the Matrix.
You just
Yeah.
take it? Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not like spiky or something.
No, it's something bright inside a bag.
Okay,
like a
yeah,
cloth
I
sack.
might as well grab it.
You take it.
Can I look inside of the bag?
It's glowing.
Okay, I guess. Tied to Fang.
Tied to Fang?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
He's the dog. He carries things.
Tied to Fang. Anything else you want to do?
I mean, is there anything else? Is there anything else on the shelves, or are they just like empty shelves?
They're all mundane items, like cans of soup.
Fang's going to
Acre covered.
like chomp through one.
Soup oozes out.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Is it like old soup?
Professional can opener.
Yeah, it's like gross cream of mushroom. Actually,
Paste. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
Gross.
anything else?
No, I guess not. I want to go to the center room, Squishy, and I think I'll ask you all about it, because then at least I'm near my exit.
Stab.
So you're going along this wall?
Yeah. What the fuck? It's gone?
It's not there anymore.
Oh no. Okay, well I might just go back to the gang, discuss what I've noticed, see if I can ask you all.
It's in front of the entrance.
No. No. Yo, what the fuck is this?
But hey there! Are you trying to answer? It's like, are you trying to ask me a question? It's
Do we not have like an innate
that's
connection?
a door light. I mean a doorbell. Sorry, not a door light. He's like gurgling. Hello there! Hello there!
Ahoy there!
You, do you know what the fuck this is?
Hello there! It looks like you're interacting with. Make a nature check with advantage.
Natural 20!
Natural 20.
Plus 5.
Hi there. According to the Traveler's Guide to Morgall, this is a pump phage.
A what?
It's a large gelatinous creature.
Is it friendly?
They tend to be neutral and also are known to block doorways. That's a direct quote from my notes, by the way. They're passive predators that consume filtrate within ichor pools.
Interesting.
They're known to block.
Can I turn into one?
doors.
You may.
It would probably be hard for Fang to get back, but no,
Who was
so.
that?
Oliver's friend brought over his Crocs that he left at his house.
Not the
Oh,
Crocs.
moment.
How do you forget shoes?
Meet Mark.
Yeah. He's 5.
Wait, that kid was 5?
Charlie was. I
Oh.
think Charlie's 6, but Oliver's 5.
Was Charlie the one that was there?
Yeah, Charlie was at the door. Ginger pond door.
Yeah.
I mean, Fang could also just shove it. See if we can move.
If I, well, no, because I think we would just go through it. It's squishy.
Do you want Fang to try and teleport it?
Sure. Teleport it where? Teleport it to you guys.
I was gonna have him teleport it back here.
Wait a second.
Just
Alistair could have
delivery.
come with you guys, says his echo.
No,
You mean
the echo is not
Emmy.
immune damage.
Oh, that's right.
Tobies! Come back here.
There's
Yes.
no
Oh my gosh.
universe in which there's no timeline where Emmy is immune to poison.
She is quite unimmune.
Can Fang try
Quite
and
immune.
vortex warp this creature?
Let me look at Vortex Warp's effect.
I forget vortex warp is something.
So slinky.
I'm surprised he knows his name so well, though. He came right over.
He'll play fetch.
Yeah, that is acceptable. You
There's
win.
a toy ball that my mom will throw, and he'll pick it up and bring it back to her.
Okay, so it requires a con save from
He
it.
is a weird cat.
Ooh.
This is not necessarily a harmful effect, so it shouldn't be that aggressive if we...
That's a 19.
That passes.
Jason will stick his feet out while he's sitting on the recliner.
We're not able
and
to see
Toby
past
will
it,
just come
right?
up and back and forth.
I mean, your visibility is limited to 5 to 10.
Okay.
So wait, what happens? I was talking about Toby.
The dog tried to vortex warp it, and the thing passed the save.
Oh,
Lame.
it's too thick and
Can
gelatinous.
I see the space here specifically?
Can you?
Or can Fang?
No.
Ooh, you're hairy.
So you can't teleport us?
No. It's either we move it or we have to try and pass through it.
It's like you're looking through molasses. So
Can I squeeze past it?
it is flush with the walkway.
You could try walking
Can
away.
I
and-
gently ask it to move with animal handling?
I would like a description on how that would work.
You know, I've been a creature myself before.
You also understand all languages.
I do also understand. Can I speak?
This thing does not strike you as intelligent.
Damn it! Do I have speak with animals? I don't think I do.
Do you want Fang to try and shove it?
Sure.
You could try moving away from it and coming back and seeing if it moves again.
Okay, well, I'll take a step back and wait like a minute and then go back.
Is Fang shoving it?
We'll wait
let's see
until
if
after.
we can try if it moves first.
Okay. It's moving towards you.
Oh no.
Now it's right here.
So it's still blocking the doorway.
Yes.
It would be about here.
Oh, so it's not blocking the doorway. We'll just go around it.
Okay.
Run! It's gotten bigger! Now it's 2.5 squares.
Just move around it.
Wimp womp.
So
Was that area supposed to be explorable?
Yes.
Because it pumps things and eats it?
Assumedly.
Okay, well, I found this thing. Points to the satchel on.
First of all, you're covered in goo.
I
Yeah.
am covered in ichor.
Protested
Can I shake like a dog? Oh, I
it.
was gonna say.
Yeah. The dog like spits the satchel out of its mouth. It's like it's like it hacks it out.
Face.
Fang, drop it!
Be
Drop it, Fang.
clean. I cleaned both of you.
Do you open the bag?
Fang opens the bag.
Inside there are 2 unrefined chunks of solarite, and there is one sort of round inscribed sphere of solarite.
Can you read it?
Not inscribed with language, just like patterns.
Oh.
Oh, can I investigate
Little
this sphere?
talisman.
You may.
Would anyone like to assist me?
Yes. I would like to try to do it as well.
Alright. Oh, you're in your own row. Okay.
Or no, you have a higher roll, so you just roll advantage.
Alright.
Assistant.
23.
Wow.
23. It appears to be a chunk of refined solarite. Its purpose, you're not sure. In fact, it seems like there is very little enchantment or moving parts on it at all. It just looks like someone had taken a chunk of solarite and refined it into a sphere, and then that was it.
You guys mentioned I missed it. What was the thing about solarite earlier? They were mining it here.
No, they were looking for something else, and
Dig deeper, solarite. We dug too deep.
they were using solarite, I think.
They were using solarite.
I think so. There's a lot of gargoyle and presumably other undead creatures here, which are weak to solarite.
Are you holding it or is it in the bag?
I'm holding it.
Some of the sort of fog around it begins to clear. Not very much, just a little.
Yeah. Well, if anyone gets sick, this solarite emanates sunlight, so
Yeah.
Not very much. It's incredibly weak, actually.
Yeah.
Probably keep it in the bag.
does it have like a lifetime? Or like,
You don't know.
can I make a history/religion check to just know generally
You would
about
have known
solar
an
right?
investigation check.
Okay. I don't know. Well, I guess for now we'll use it when it needs to be used.
Okay.
I don't think anyone here is able to tune to the solar right properly, anyways.
It's been about an hour.
Oh yeah, I also saw some pump phages, which are like these blobby guys in Icar. So if you ever run into a blobby guy,
I make some notes on blobby guy and then in parentheses pump something.
pump phage.
It has been about an hour since you've all entered this pit. Please make con saves.
With advantage?
Fine.
Oh.
Does Fang have to make this save? Because he's machine?
No.
Okay.
22. Eat my shorts.
Yeah, I got 21.
18.
Dirty 20.
Built different.
What fog?
The shit that makes it hard to see, that's what fog.
Do you guys want to head out?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'd say we head back towards some sort of exit, and then if we want to investigate the buildings near that exit, then we should. So we still probably got like 40 minutes or so before we should before we gotta leave. I'd like to see if some other buildings have anything to offer.
Well, Pass Without a Trace is now ended at this point, so I'd rather get to water first, and
Do we want to just
Should we
recast?
try and get a rest?
I think that's what I'm asking, yeah. I think we should just go for the long rest and go for the underwater.
Okay,
Are you guys fine with that?
sure. Do we want to recast Pass Without Trace then to get us out of here?
Yeah, I mean, I'll get it back during my rest.
Lame! Make a group skill check.
Sorry, Gabe.
Yikers.
I did not roll well, so. Emmy.
Ah, balls.
Yikers.
Oh boy. Do we have Pass Without Trace?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Pass Without Trace, Fang and I both got 17.
19.
With Pass Without Trace, 14.
With
Wait.
Pass Without Trace, 32, because I got a natural 20.
That's a group pass.
Thank the Lord.
We're all doing
32.
very mid rolls, except.
How are we planning to get back up the sheer rock face?
Fang will teleport one of us up with rope, and then we'll just let the rope down.
I do have
How many times can you teleport?
rope with me.
Twice my intelligence modifier for long rest.
How many's he at?
He's currently at 8. So
8 uses?
he's used 8.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And so this is number 9, and then so he has one more.
The
use for it.
non-large.
We pull up.
Are we going in the igloo that is still there that you constructed for nothing otherwise, or are we going to sleep in the ocean?
No,
we're
we
gonna
put the igloo there.
move the igloo under towards the bottom of the
That
ocean.
strikes you as not how that works.
We built the igloo as a statement piece, so we're gonna go sleep in the water.
Yeah. Well, when we see bullet holes inside of the igloo tomorrow morning, we'll know they tried to kill us.
Are we trying to sleep underwater?
Yeah.
That's not very comfortable. I'm just letting you all know.
Why don't we just sleep on the boat? Wait a second.
I
Wait a second. We're not.
thought the boat left.
I'm gonna go sleep on the boat.
No, we left the skeleton crew behind.
I see. I thought.
If it's only 20 minutes from the camp, I go sleep on the boat. You start walking into the water. I was like, I'm gonna sleep on the boat. Goodbye.
I don't want to deal with the hassle of the fucking. Whatever, sure. But when the Shatterlings come onto the boat and our boat's destroyed and we have no way back, and Animus is pissed at you for it, don't blame me.
Okay, I won't.
Are we long resting on the boat?
Yes,
All of us?
I am.
What are the rest of the party doing?
Fang is actually going to sleep away from us, like a little further away. And his instructions are, because he's not red-blooded, is if Shatterlings start approaching, to wake me up.
Okay. Anyone else? Sleeping on the boat? Sleeping in the water?
Sleeping in the water.
Sleeping in the water.
I'm a water sleeper. I'm built
Chilling
for the
next
water.
to Carter, I guess.
Yeah, you probably don't
Two
wanna
bros
go in the
cuddling.
ocean.
I'm very familiar with the water.
I'll go underwater too.
I could become a fish and just sleep there.
I'm the fish.
Sleeping with the fishes, baby.
Literally.
Are people keeping watch or just
Fang be keeping watch.
all night by himself?
Yeah, he doesn't get tired. He doesn't need sleep.
I hate familiars.
By the way, in case you're wondering, Fang's passive perception is 18.
Also, because I'm an elf, I'm technically conscious while sleeping.
Alright. Your long rest passes without event. It is approaching sunrise.
At least
We make our way back to camp.
all of us like sunlight.
Okay, hold on. I need to erase all my charge use stuff because I have like 5 different instances of things per long rest. Dog done. I'm now swapping out my artificer
just sitting by
infusion
the
towards
door.
the strength armor over this long after the long rest, by the way.
Okay.
Is she just sitting by the door, Gabe?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. As long as she's not scratching on the window, she's good to stay out there.
Alright, supposed to change.
I'm moving some spells around too.
I'm also taking mastery spells, by the way.
You can't.
I can't?
No.
Okay, never mind.
You don't have the spell mastery spell.
Well, if I take the spell mastery spell and the right,
Um,
or is that a feat? I thought it was.
I don't think.
I thought the way you said it was I had to prepare it.
Oh, first of all, I have not released it for player use yet.
I see. Never mind.
Second of all, I don't think it's. What you're an artificer, right?
Yeah.
That's not available to your class by default. I don't think.
Okay.
Let me double check, just because I'm curious.
I was planning on using some of the mastery artificer spells, but never mind then.
Well, let me just look. Let me just look.
Well, it's not available for player use anyways.
Well, I might change my mind. Let me just look. Okay, yeah, it's not available to the artificer class by default. So,
What other methods can I use to get it then?
warlock, sorcerer, bard, or wizard.
Well, how can I get the artificer spells on there?
Through a feat or through magic item.
Okay.
What did you want to take? Just out of curiosity.
Static chain and cover wall.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. I should release some focuses soon. Anyway, what's the playing game?
I got nothing else to change in.
Probably sent me a chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the move, game?
Head to the group.
Head to the camp.
I'm gonna be bored.
What's Gormakina got to say?
They're gone.
You a bitch ass motherfucker! That's right.
They
Yeah,
just
that's
show
what
up and they're like,
How many
"You
bullet
guys
holes
smell
are in the
like
side of
ass."
the igloo when they tried to execute us in the middle of the night?
Thought you brought it with you.
Oh, you said it wasn't. That's not how it worked. So.
Well, you can't bring it underwater, but you brought it with you.
I thought we left it behind. Whatever.
So we noticed you weren't in your igloo last night.
So it's like knocking at the door. Hey there, just your neighbor checking in. Notice you weren't in your igloo last night.
Did you know that actually violates code 17-4 paragraph 3?
Of the HOA.
Lame. They're all gathering up and making plans about who is going to be where in the formation.
Which we have to also participate in. So I guess we'll
Yeah.
figure out where we're going.
I do hope you know that was the first thought that crossed my mind the moment you said flare gun.
I know. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm influenced by media. Yeah.
Hey, so am I. Okay?
I am
That's not a
immune
bad
to
thing. Why did I?
propaganda.
Yeah.
Well, I think you should be influenced by media.
Yeah,
I
it's
support
not
that.
YouTube seems to think I'm not immune to propaganda. Keep sending me alt-right shorts. It's frustrating.
YouTube's trying to convert you.
I can't ignore them harder.
You can't just hit not interested.
Do
on
you
the
get
channel.
the, what is it?
Jordan Peterson. Lots of
No, the fake,
and Joe Rogan.
there's like the girl who's a fake streamer kind of thing. She's got a false bedroom set up, but it's really a stage.
No.
Oh no. Oh, maybe it's because you're a dude. You don't get the girl.
What?
You don't get women in your shorts.
I get some women.
Gabe is sexist.
Strangely, usually it's married women complaining about their husbands.
Oh, no.
The alt-right pipeline at its finest.
I hate my liberal cuck of a husband.
My husband is so dumb. He always tries to cook with dirty dishes and some. I don't remember. It was mundane and stupid.
A husband should only.
Not to say
exist-
that women can't have opinions. Like, I just like it was not relevant to me, so I did not remember it.
Husbands should only exist to work and get me pregnant.
Exactly.
Yes. So, are you approaching the soldiers as they're setting up their formation, or are you just like standing awkwardly against the wall in
Well-
your class?
Carter's gonna walk up to the fucking group. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Carter was never picked last. in
Zeke
gym
is going to
class.
go receive his assignment and promptly ignore it.
The one of the soldiers says, takes a look at you all and says, "You're going with us?
Well, we were told we had to participate.
You got flare guns?
Yep.
Yup, we're equipped.
You red bloods?
I got
Yep.
that thing on me.
I got the ting on me.
Yeah, so we should be
We're
towards
pulling
the
up.
middle.
We're pulling up to the function.
Towards the middle. Are you insane? We're not gonna draw enemies into the middle of our formation.
True, but you're not gonna draw enemies at all for.
Y'all will be
Nice
on
well.
the outside, the lateral edges. 2 on each edge.
So put us closer to enemies, so more likely to draw them in. Good
More
call.
likely to spot them on the flank, so we can steer away.
Well, couldn't if we were
What
in the
if we're
middle? Wouldn't
they
it be
wouldn't get to
wouldn't,
us.
wouldn't it be more efficient to
Notice
spot
us
them
at all.
further away?
Huh?
Wouldn't it be more efficient to have people who they're not after just attacking them so while they're trying to get to us?
So, to be in the front?
No, if we were in the middle, it's literally logically more sound for us to be in the middle. Because,
No,
yes, it
They
is.
wouldn't smell us in the first place.
you don't know that.
Well, no, even if they do smell us, if they're coming towards us, it's very easy. they're
Soldier,
very
have
easy
you
to
ever
detect.
been to Morgall?
I know how they work.
Do you?
Yes.
He looks at you like with like a very curious look. I don't think you do.
Believe it or not, I used to outrank you.
Alright. Look, if you want to be in the company, you're on the lateral edges, and that's final. You will see why once we move out.
Good Gay wants to give us an encounter. Yeah, I'm listening.
Are you going to join the lateral edges
Yeah.
of the company? Who is splitting up?
Aren't they gonna make all of us split up?
Yeah, but some of you can be within a half mile of each other.
Relative to our group, I'll go towards the front.
It's probably like a quarter mile, to be honest.
All right, who's beyond which half with who?
I'll be at the front.
We
Well,
should
we're all at the
split
front.
up the druids.
I mean, relative to. So I assume we're like this, right?
It's like a diamond shape. You guys will be at the lateral corners.
Emily, which friend do you want to travel with? Do you want to travel with your new friend or your old friend?
Me.
Carter.
Emmy's with me.
Someone's got to keep his squishy ass alive.
I'll stay with Zeke.
I have more health than you.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
How much health do you have?
110.
What the balls?
Get fucked.
How are you not squishy?
You just have a higher con mod than you.
I do.
You both have +3, I thought.
I have a +3, correct.
I don't know.
Well, you
Or
should have higher.
I roll better than.
Well, he has. You're at 97, right?
98.
Oh, no, yeah, he has 5 less HP than he would if he took the average for every roll.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Well, I'm assuming he rolled, and he just rolled slightly lower than average.
That's what I roll for each.
And I'm assuming he rolled and just rolled higher than
That's
average.
rolled really well.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you took the average, you'd be at the exact same HP I'm at, which is 83.
And me, are you? Okay, yeah, whatever. Between Nimbus and Zeke, who's towards the front of the formation?
I'll be. So what's the reaction supposed to be if we see a red flare? Just avoid it?
Yeah. Continue the chain and just avoid it.
Avoid red, approach green.
And the theory is that the whole group should move the way that a flock of birds does. And once one of the outer edges begins to tilt in or tilt away, you match that.
Oh yeah, I don't have my failures anymore for my death saves.
Nice. You're less dead now.
Lame.
I was basically black-blooded with how long I was on 2 death fails.
When did you get 2 death fails?
From being attacked while unconscious
When?
on the boat.
Oh.
Boat.
Okay. We head out. Unless anyone wants to do anything.
We head out.
I mean, yeah, we don't need to
We all cast Pass
water
Without
walk
Trace
and
on
all this
ourselves.
stuff, because we're not going in water.
No water.
No water.
Walter.
Walt.
Okay, let's.
Can you ritual cast Pass Without Trace?
I do not believe so.
No.
No.
That would be absolutely fucking busted. Alright, left flank. You. Directly in your path. First, Carter, you encounter another low sort of dip or pit in the ground, similar to the one that New Hominsted was situated in. It seems to stretch for about a half mile on either side. It is filled with dark fog. Do you go straight through or do you break formation?
So, is this the formation of the entire party? So, like, Animus is somewhere probably around here, and this is, like, all of the other soldiers?
Sure. I just drew those as breaks in the actual terrain because you're not actually that close to each other.
Right, but...
That's the rough way that you are all situated.
Okay.
Well, you two would be more like here and you would be more like here.
Okay.
Animus is at the front, actually.
Okay.
And then all the cargo's at the back.
I know I shouldn't break formation. Is there a way... How... So if I want to stay as close to formation as possible, but instead of going into the pit, could I, like, follow kind of the top
going
edge
around
to
it?
Yeah. Or would that be too far?
It's about a half mile wide on either side, so you're breaking formation that way.
Fuck it, I'll just hold formation.
Okay.
Fuck it, we ball.
You descend into the pit.
Yep.
Roll a Constitution save.
Yep.
Emmy, you shortly arrive at the same pit. In great formation, you go straight through.
Do I see Carter walk through the pit? No, I'm just gonna walk through the pit.
Make a con save.
Why not just red flare it?
21.
Toe beans.
21.
Come here.
18.
18. Alright.
Toe beans.
Toby's over here.
Right flank.
Yes.
We roll the dice, move some mice. Oh my goodness. Who's in front?
Me.
As you begin to walk forward, you see more and more like outcroppings of white sticking out of the dark, almost like bones sticking out of flesh. They get more and more frequent until you run into like a little patch
I don't think that's
of
yours.
white marbled stone
No, it's not his. He likes to sleep in there though.
that looks a little like it's outcropping,
Drinking the light
or maybe it
touches
has
toe beans.
fallen into the area, and there appears to be like a building there. It's a little out of formation, not by much.
Okay.
You go in the building?
Yeah. We don't need this order information.
The guy who's about to die as the building eats him.
Let's see. How soon does the news I guess we'll find out.
Toe
The building, when you get closer, seems very barren. It's sort of
You
the
guys
same
booty hole in there.
Yep.
sort of
Money
block-like
shot.
structure that adobe buildings are constructed in. There's a sealed door on one side.
Sealed in what way?
Sealed shut.
Is there any way I can try and break it open?
You don't see any spaces under or around the door, and it seems fairly smooth and complete.
Yeah.
It's funny how cats like people who are allergic.
I know.
I'll-
Jaden's cats are obsessed with me, dude.
So let me just double check. I'm in the tower. I've gone in. It's relatively barren, but there's one door in there. That's,
No, you're outside the thing.
Oh, I'm outside of it. Okay.
You round it, and then you see a sealed door.
Does the tower look to be made the same type of scorched rock?
No, it's the same sort of white marble that the ground's made of. And it's not quite tower-like. It's more squat, like an adobe house.
Okay.
Flat on all faces.
I guess, are there any windows?
No.
But it's clearly a structure, though.
Yes. Reinforced by the fact that there is a door.
Yeah. I'll transform it into a maul, my weapon into a maul, and try and just hit the door down.
Roll to hit.
Natural one. Unless it says advantage from being a door.
The material seems to be too brittle or too hard. No dents.
Alright, and there's no openings or anything. By the way, does the Mask of Stone kind affect my? I know it affects it for a tiny bit for Dark Blood, because I get to have one temporary HP when I drop, but I don't know if it actually affects me when it comes to.
Let's look at the description. What are you asking for?
I'm wondering if I count as a red blood in terms of, sorry, the Shatterlings.
You gain the following traits: Dark Blood, Constitution. You are still a red blood. It just sort of magically mimics the traits of dark blood.
Okay. Can I guess last attempt, can I attempt to use Mason's tools or Stonecutter's tools to create a small opening, like a tiny pinpoint hole that I could see into?
Make a tool check.
Natural 1 for a 16.
This is some weird ass shit. This stone is very strong.
It's a stone block starter house from Minecraft. It's too stupid to let him comprehend it.
I'll let Nimbus and Molder the door away when she gets here, and I'll just head forward.
All right. Nimbus, you shortly arrive at the same structure. Do you pass it or do you stop and look at it?
I'll look at it.
How so? Do you just like...
My eyes?
No, I don't know, like, just like, oh, cool, and then walk by or you like investigate?
I'll give it a little investigate or perception.
Okay.
I'd like to perceive it.
You're not going to get much more information from perception than investigation. Who knows? Maybe you'll get something.
Okay, if I don't investigate. Damn, I got 4.
The stone
Bro, it's a box.
is a different color than the rest of the stone around it. You don't think many people would have noticed that.
Well, I guess I'll keep on going.
Alright, we keep on going.
Keep on trucking. Moving right along.
Let me roll some dice. Let me move some dice.
Are people gonna get hurt?
We'll find out.
Everybody dies.
Roll some dice, move some
Game
dice,
over.
everybody dies.
So you are still in the miasma-filled pit. Both you and Carter. Your
Hey,
visibility
we're
is very
in the pit.
poor. Are you doing anything in particular, or are you still just walking ahead?
Trying to be somewhat stealthy.
Roll stealth. What about you?
I'm being extremely, like, overtly perceptive of my environment.
Roll perception.
Dirty 20.
That is a 17.
Gotcha. Carter is moving quietly, and Emmy is staying perceptive. Belly perceptive.
We should have done that the opposite route, but because you're the Dex character and I'm the Wisdom character.
That's okay. You live and learn, right?
No, we're gonna die and learn.
Okay, learning is learning. I think.
Not if you're dead.
Carter,
Yes, sir.
you're moving very quietly.
Yes, sir.
You don't see it until you're in the middle of it, but you sort of stop and realize that on all sides you are flanked by shatterlings.
Ooh.
They don't appear to be moving.
Someone's in trouble.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on myself to remove
What are those
my
components?
sense.
Me when I say a very loud spell to give away my position and then immediately stealth.
There's no way it's a loud spell.
Verbal, somatic, immaterial. The keyword being verbal.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's loud.
It is a sound that would be heard above how stealthy you were being prior.
Alright, so then I won't do that. I will just continue moving forward slowly.
There are about 3 of them. 2 of them are ahead of you, and 1 is on your right flank.
So I'm going to slowly make my way this way around the 2 that are in front. Away from the 3rd, obviously.
Let's see.
And then if I'm able to take actions, I'm going to take the disengage action. Or the dodge action.
We're not in the combat, so. What did you roll for stealth?
Dirty 20.
Let's see. They don't appear to make any reaction or movement at all. it's almost as if they're sleeping. You move right past them.
Fucking sick.
Do you do anything else?
I keep slowly moving.
So I say, how about those flares?
Oh yeah, that's true. The flares are pretty loud. Right?
Have you fired them off?
No.
Did you win? No.
Once I'm about... So I know he's a half mile behind me.
Yeah, she's about a half mile behind you.
Once I've made it about a quarter mile from where I'm at.
I realize that continuing on the current path is probably a bad idea. I'm going to go around whatever is a half a mile in front of me.
In towards the formation or out away?
There's a correct answer here, Cole.
Let him cook.
In.
Okay.
Into the formation.
You know that the chain of red continues down the line, and you keep walking in that direction. Both of you, in your new path, veer out of the pit and are longer than miasma covered area.
Thank the Lord.
Let's see.
I think I played that right. Considering no one died, I'm going to take that as a win for myself.
People on the right flank. I wish I had more time. If I don't talk about a combat right now, that's fine.
What time do we need to go?
I need to leave at around 4, so we have about 15 minutes left.
Bro's gotta go see Len.
Yeah, with the rents.
Gotta go what?
My parents
see
asked if I
Aladdin.
wanted to see it today, but it was during D&D, so
See what?
priorities.
Aladdin.
I don't know. I also am not like particular for the Aladdin musical, so.
That's okay. People on the right flank. Let's see.
That dog do be watching you, Bradley.
Oh, there's
What's the dog doing? What's the dog doing?
Yeah.
Where's
did
Toby?
you-
What's the
Oh,
dog?
there's a dog?
Yeah, I let her out earlier.
When?
Like
been out.
15 minutes
Did you
ago.
not
Well,
do
yeah, I was gonna say she's not there for
It's
an
been like an
hour.
hour.
Zeke,
Bruh, I don't know.
the terrain
You
in
went
front
open
of
the door and
you.
let her in. Where's Beans?
The terrain in front of you has almost become like grassy. There's some sort of low kind of rhubarb purple colored vegetation coating the ground thickly so that you cannot see what you're stepping on.
I can tell because of the green here that this place is
Sorry.
evil.
None of those plants are green.
Here, go to the new person.
I can tell because of the green.
Okay. Do you continue into the vegetation or do you go around it?
Can I quickly parse through and remember? Was there anything about vegetation related in the Traveler's Guide?
Not that you remember.
I don't care then. I'll get through it.
Just go through it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shortly thereafter, Nimbus, you also bump into the same sort of scrub-like thick vegetation coating the ground such that you cannot see it. You continue.
Natural terrain does not affect me.
Do you continue?
Yes.
The most base response. I'm not affected. Whatever the fuck it doesn't affect me.
Alright.
Based.
Toby, you're back! Beans!
Also, we've guesstimated that Ginger is probably 11 or 12 now.
That's quite an
Old
achievement for a dog.
Yeah. Tiny dogs tend to live longer, though. And she doesn't seem like she's slowing down. She's still energetic.
She's just a little gray.
I think Leia lived to be like
I found a
16 or
picture from,
17.
Like 2017. I wonder if I can find it.
Cool. I think
Oh,
my
they
parents'
don't
first
have
dog
each
lived to be
other
like
either.
16 or 17.
Rox was 15 when we had to put him down.
Leia was old.
Cole, where is the third D6 of that blue dice?
I don't remember there being a third
Or
one.
if there's not a third one, okay.
I was gonna say, I don't think there was a third one.
Maybe I'm just crazy then.
Because I remember making the comment of, I was like, oh, there's 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Oh wait, yeah, it's 3. Okay. I remember just one of them falling on the floor earlier. And so
Yeah, I got it. I gave it back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Was widowy? Anything happen?
I didn't want the dog to accidentally eat it.
Literally, you're not affected by it.
I want things to happen, but I fear there's not enough time to cover things happening.
Yeah, that's her from 2017. And then this was her a few days ago.
She's wizened. She looks like she's turning into a ghost there. It's like the white reflection.
It was bad lighting. She looked uber old.
Okay, here's what we're going to do.
So how much poison damage do I take, and how
She's
none
just
does she
mature.
take?
I'm going to have one more thing happen, and then we're going to be done. Because there's no more time left to make fun things happen.
Alright.
What do my notes have to say?
She actually just went straight to her kettle.
Right, Emmy and Carter on your flank.
Who died?
We're not done yet. Before you put all your dice away.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
On the right flank, let's see.
Tobins, leave Ginger alone.
Zeke, if off in the distance, through the vegetation, you see what looks like a cart moving.
What is the cart made of?
Hard to say from this distance.
What color is the cart?
Hard to say from this distance.
How can I identify it as the cart then?
Because it's cart shaped. There's a wheel. And it's moving.
This is Jinx, by the way.
Little spook cat.
I feel like I'd identify color first over shape. Whatever. What direction is it headed?
Towards the interior formation.
Oh yes, I'll investigate it.
Alright, you approach.
Yeah.
As you get closer, you can see that it appears to be a stone cart. There's a gargoyle seated at the front, and what looks like an ox-shaped gargoyle, and that's very roughly ox-shaped, not very, detailed, pulling it. And there's a chunk of what looks like several rare stones piled up in the back.
Do I recognize any of the stones?
Solarite, metal var, some crystallized ichor.
Which direction are they? And they're headed towards the center or towards the front?
Angled front center. It doesn't there's not an intentional direction towards the center. It's just headed it that way. It seems.
Is the gargoyle wearing any Gore Machina insignia / gear?
No, but he has a hat carved onto his head.
Does the hat have any? Is it just a hat?
Yep. Just that.
I don't know if it had any logo or anything on it. No symbology on the cart itself either.
Nope.
Stop.
That's the gargoyle talking to you.
You don't speak common, do you? You speak stone. You speak stone wrath, which I currently.
I'm fluent stone rise.
Yeah.
It hurts your teeth.
Mask
My
of
rabbit
Stone,
tea.
Mask of Stone kind doesn't let me understand it, right?
No.
She
Phone
dropped her
dropped.
phone.
And then Ox goes.
Is Ginger just chilling in her kennel?
Yeah.
Usually she doesn't want to just sit in there. Maybe it's because of those people.
We're kind of scary.
No, that's alright. She's supposed to be in her kennel anyway.
You know what? Never mind. Yeah, I don't care.
He kind of
Squish sound.
Yeah.
it's grinding.
If you want to commit an attack against Gore Machina, I don't care. Just you didn't see me.
Oh, Tobeans is apparently joining.
Cuddles.
Oh no, Tobeans. He's like, what the?
Yeah, I'm moving forward. I ignore him. If they start following me, then I'll try and converse. But
The cart kind of stops and he takes a look in your direction, visibly shrugs and then keeps going.
What happened?
Nimbus,
I
You
can't
see-
understand the guy.
sort of near your periphery towards the interior formation, a moving cart.
What kind of card?
Hard to say from the distance.
What color
But
is
I
the card?
have amazing perception.
Would you like to roll perception?
If I may.
You may.
26.
1d6. Alright. It looks like a stone cart. You see what looks something vaguely person-shaped with like a kind of a large brimmed hat on and what looks sort of animal-esque pulling the cart. Several jagged edges are stacked in the back.
Like what kind of jagged? Just.
Like stone. Jagged.
He's going the same direction as us?
You're going this way, he's going this way.
Oh, so. Wait, will we hit each other?
You'd have to go a little interior.
Yeah, but he's heading toward the center of the group.
Red flare!
Yeah, wait, what color is the flare? Red is
Red
danger,
is
right?
red is danger. Green is we found what we're looking for, and we know when we see it.
Oh.
Well, green was like move in this direction. Red was beware that direction.
I don't know.
You just ignore it.
Yeah. Not my problem.
Exactly. That's not,
Okay.
current Gore Machina is just not my problem.
Alright. The last thing I will say today, and we'll do this for both
You're
of you
gonna be
at
silent all the way home.
It's the last thing he's gonna say today.
Oh my
For the
god.
game!
Actual liar.
Gabe lies in
Peop-
real
Hashtag
time.
Gabe lied.
Both
People died.
of you simultaneously see a red flare emanate from the front center.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Is that, are we supposed to go to the red flare or just like acknowledge it?
Away.
Away.
We're breaking formation.
Let's go. Adams is getting fucking attacked.
The cart guy? Do you keep going straight ahead, or do you follow formation and split down the middle?
I would split. I'm built different.
See?
I really wanna watch Animus get fucked over here. How much distance is between me and the center?
As much as possible. Because you're on the outside. Probably a good couple of miles. 3 or 4.
How much distance? All of it.
I'd probably get yelled at or beaten up if I found anyone else when I tried to head to center.
You're on the edge.
I know on it. What if I also shot a red flare?
Based.
Flare, green flare.
What do you think about what
directly
you want
at
to
their
do?
red flare.
Carter and Emmy. What do you?
And
Follow in the break of formation.
Okay.
So like breaking away the way we're supposed to.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna piss before we leave. Where is that?
Through that little opening on your right. It's like right in front of you.
That's one of the bathrooms.
Firepower.
What's it gonna be, boss? What are we doing?
Fire green flare right at their red flare. It's like, no, it's fine.
It's actually fine.
It was a miss input.
I'll follow formation for now.
Okay.
I'll have a chance to break it later.
Sounds good. Well,
Miss input.
we are going to end there for